Exactly. I love it. Morning, people. It is Wednesday, the 1st of March. Welcome to TDA, the day after. Oh, it's the first day of the month.
Yes.
Love it. You guys know that voice, but we'll get to it. But welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. As you guys know, it's lit. It's going to be a very, very good show, okay? Because there's a lot of tea to be spilled. It's on behalf of someone else, I'm saying all of this.
What the hell have you got in your head? What?
I don't know why you have to wait for my thing.
Yeah, like, how you just spoiler alert?
Out of,
Put the camera back on me.
I don't understand what's going on now.
Brent, you're disrupting the class. Brent is disruptive. Let's introduce ourselves and then let's get into it. All right?
That's right.
Spoiler alert. Like, why would you do that?
God damn.
I saw it. I didn't say anything. It's right opposite me. Goodness me.
Hater of the century.
All right, let's introduce ourselves.
It's your boy Big Mouse from the east side of the bridge. Morning, people. We're halfway there.
Sure are.
We are halfway there.
I love Wednesday. Wednesday's my favorite day of the week, you know. I love a Wednesday. Nothing bad ever happens to me on a Wednesday. My whole life. Not a damn thing. But anyways, guys, it is the Hoe with the Code. That is your favorite shade queen. My own royalty.
That video
I
can't
love
be
it.
monetized, you know.
Sorry?
It's already been struck. It can't be monetized.
It can't be monetized.
Swear to God.
Because with the code stuff.
It can't be what it is.
God.
So they can't be.
Why not?
We just have to enjoy that one.
Oh, really?
It's a throwaway.
I'm confused.
You're going to have to catch up.
Okay.
It's you missed a lesson. I'm a new person now. You want to be a new person? I'm a hoe with the code. this is me now.
And they call me.
You got Richard.
Huh?
You got Richard.
I was going to say it. We're going to get into all of this. I peeped all of this. What
I hate
are
you
you
guys, man.
I did an analysis from
Removing
head to
everything.
toe.
Oh my goodness.
And I was going to... we're going to get into it.
Yes. Let's get into
Brett,
it.
you know what it is? Basically, because I'm sitting opposite
rude.
you, I've seen
Yeah.
everything. But because Brent is behind there, yeah,
Precisely.
He's
when he
surprised.
clocks something in the camera, it's like spot the difference. He's shocked every time. Let the man do his intro, please.
Thank you very much. They call me Brother E, man. The pro-black activist. Nation of Islam.
Okay.
Fruit of Islam.
Okay.
MGT.
Whoa.
Supporter, enthusiast.
Okay.
Pro-black activist.
Well, damn.
TDA producer, news analyst. Melanin jam-packed.
Period.
But it's supercharged today.
Oh, I love it. With a capital period with a capital P. How was your trip, sir?
First, we need to give all praise to the Most High. It was
Okay.
a great trip. It was a great trip.
That's good. We thank God you went safely. You came back safely. That's very, very important.
Of course. How you guys doing?
It's not about us.
Are you Muslim now?
You Muslim now.
One doesn't say, one shows. You know what I'm saying?
So you're showing you're Muslim. I mean, you're definitely showing your hat.
What's that?
Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Apostle will hear of this. What? What's it that one doesn't say one shows, you know? So you came out here merched out in Muslim
You
gear.
know what it is? I wanted to give you like the experience in it. This guy just kept talking.
That's your friend.
Did you feel closer to God when you was there?
I can see the comments for this one. Sorry.
That's a good question. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because I personally believe God is amongst his people and black people are his people. And all I saw was black people. I just felt home. You know what I'm saying? So it was beautiful, man. From the moment I stepped into that conference, yeah, the spirit,
like a new
the
man.
spirit, you know what I'm saying, was there.
Oh wow. Okay.
No, man, so take the stage, man.
This is your day. This is your day.
Walk me through it, man. Like, I wanna know.
Take us there.
Take us there.
You know what's funny? The first thing, that was kind of funny to me was when I got to the airport, innit? So obviously I've got into the plane, everything's cool. Got down to Chicago, whatever. And obviously, you know, you need to go through customs, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I've gone there and I showed the guy my passport. He's asking me, so why are you here? This, that,
Oh
and the
no,
third.
you didn't tell them.
So I said, I'm here for a conference. So he was like, what did you say? I'm here for a conference. So then I've come to find out, like 20 seconds later, he thought I said a dental conference, right?
What's a dental conference? Like you're a dentist?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
So he said that, and I thought, did he say dental conference? And I thought, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll run with that.
Yeah, because you could have been on the travel ban list.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool, dental. Yeah. Started chatting about this kind of thing. He's like, oh, do you have any idea, anything showing your participation at the conference? At the dental conference?
Sorry?
Yes, right? I said, huh?
Come again.
Do you have any idea or anything showing that you're attending the dental conference? I was like, a dental conference? I didn't say dental conference. He said, oh, what did you say then? I said, a conference. He said, oh, what's it about? And I said,
Life.
exactly. A religious type of organization type thing, pretty much.
You said organization and religious in the same sentence. You weren't trying to get in.
I basically just said something, basically,
Yeah.
whatever came to mind. So, oh, do you have anything showing? I was like, he's like a schedule? And I was like, oh, yeah, I do actually. I look at my phone now, I see the schedule, and I think, first thing on the schedule is a big banner of Minister Farrakhan saying the war of Armageddon has
God.
just begun.
Wait, what was the race of the person asking this question?
I was a white man.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
I thought, my goodness. I said, you know, it's okay. Because I didn't come here to be sent back. So let me show it to you. So I showed it to him. His face just changed. I'm pretty sure, I could be making this part up, right? But I'm pretty sure the thing he handed to me, he took back and wrote something on it, right? I'm telling you. Because basically he was checking some stuff, right?
Yeah.
And he, you know your custom slip?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure, he gave that to me after checking it. Mm-hmm. But then slid it back to him.
To add to my additional notes. So what you're telling me is that next time you try to go to Chicago, you might not make it in.
Hey, I don't know. I may have to go via LA or something. So I've made it through now. And then what happened? Yeah, so that day was all done. I was tired or whatever. That happened. Next day now is the Friday, innit? So obviously I've shown a couple clips on my stories and things of that nature on my Instagram that Brent was hating on yesterday. And showing obviously the people there, innit? So obviously people, dressed like proper. I'm there dressed like a tourist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't be living like this on my first day.
I did think that when I watched your stories. I thought, oh, you're not like dressed.
Yeah, it wasn't.
How the other brothers were dressed.
Yes, exactly.
And the ladies showed up and showed out.
Oh, 100% they do. You know what I'm saying? They're serious there. You know what I'm saying? The MGT, big up the MGT. So Muslim girl training for those
Yeah,
who
because we
are
didn't know
unaware.
what that was.
And the FOI, the fruit of Islam. So anyway, you saw them,
Are you
right?
going to talk in abbreviations now before? So you're going to do?
I thought it was going to be long. You know what I mean? But yeah, so hopefully you guys get it right now, right? So yes, so I'm there. So the first day was kind of lighthearted, innit? It was like I was pretty much just looking around this, that, and the third, right? And seeing people doing the vending and stuff like this, right? That's where I got this jumper, by the way, in the military green, showing I mean business. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about talking; it's about the walk, right?
Okay.
And, the minister needs an army. And the minister has an army. But anyway, we'll get onto that, a bit later. I see Mark's face.
Listen.
So I'm there. So I'm walking around. Also, do you guys know Dr. Wesley Mohammed?
No.
Okay, we're gonna know today.
Okay. So you're going to learn today.
Well, you know what? While we're there, put the camera on Esther, please. Yeah, leave it there.
He said, leave it there.
I'm gonna be passing some stuff around.
Wait, before,
Okay.
are
Speak to
you
me.
wearing NOI merch? I know the hat, but are you wearing a hoodie that has a star on it that has some sort of
Yes. I'm gonna get into that. Yeah.
All right, it's all part of the plan.
What do you mean the
plan?
plan?
The rule out. 'Cause
Yeah, basically, I basically just walked to where Dr. Wesley Mohammed is, which is right next to where I got this.
right.
So
Cool.
I'm-
So back on Esther.
Yes. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass around some
Okay.
stuff, right? The same.
No, Brent, why are you looking into the bag
It's
like
gonna
that?
come
You're like a
round
little
to you,
kid.
Brent. It's gonna come round, Brent. All right. Let me get
Yeah,
to
it's a
Mark's
bit difficult how to start, isn't it? Okay.
What's this Lawrence of Arabia?
No,
I mean,
no, no,
when
even
I saw
better.
you come in the bag, I thought you had treats for us.
No.
I
Yeah,
didn't
these
think-
are the treats. These are the treats.
I didn't want educational treats.
Not.
Oh, like Oreos or something.
Can I still put it to you? No.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Black Arabia and the African origin of Islam.
Thank you very much. So that book is written right there by brother Dr. Wesley Mohammed, right?
Oh, it's propaganda.
One second. So
It's
they
not
can't.
propaganda.
They ain't gonna carry over me for reading the name of that. For reading
Bruh.
the book straight. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's proper.
All right. Cool.
Ain't nothing but a little bit of straight.
I don't know if Emman is who you wanted to get it, 'cause he handed you the book.
No, I'm just saying, don't carry over me because I'm just saying,
That's what you think.
I ain't read these books.
Hey,
You
don't
saw
worry.
him handing to me.
Yeah, like, you feel me?
Carrie ain't watched the film either.
The book of God. I'm just saying. You know what? Hey, take these quickly. Take that.
The knowledge is burning. You have. But the thing is, yeah, you know, obviously anyone can write a book, innit?
Ooh,
But,
Mohammed a little zaddy. Is the same in the back?
That's him.
Okay,
Is
King.
she allowed to do that?
Is he what? I'm welcome him as zaddy.
Is
I
she
mean,
allowed to
he's a
sexualize
married
him?
man with children. But yeah.
Facts is facts.
Okay. Well, big up the brother Wesley Married. I'm gonna put a picture up on my Insta.
Okay.
Later. But yeah, I just mentioned him just to say, obviously he's one of the more known people from the Nation of Islam. Like you may have seen him on like Vlad TV, Breakfast Club, stuff like that. And yeah, he's a proper doctor, innit? Like a proper scholar. So if you look at these books, right, and he's got some other books as well, where obviously he's kind of articulating certain belief systems of the Nation of Islam and other things that kind of pertain to black people, right? So anyway, I met him. Next to that table there, I saw some other brothers here, some younger guys from the FOI, Free of Islam. And basically, just chatting to them as well. That like they're from the Chicago mosque, and yeah, this is why I got this jumper basically. 1 second, let me spin around so you can see the back.
There's a
lettering.
back?
Yes, of course. The experience.
Not a spinneroo. I was just thinking, where's Yusuf when we need him?
You know what I'm saying?
This is.
Oh, what is that?
Good morning, Yus.
Oh, yeah.
You're missing the T.
Pause.
For those who didn't hear that, Yusuf said pause.
Don't say another word.
He's doing a spinneroo. He's trying to show us the back.
You see it, FOI?
Wait, let me move your mic a little bit so they can see the full thing.
I was driving and watching this shit. And you guys ain't been honest.
No, we're letting him land a minute.
Like, who's not being honest?
None of y'all been
Say,
honest.
yo.
Why?
About what you see in front of you. Why is it dark in here as well, man? Because you got some lights. What's it dark in here?
No, it's just
Oh,
nice.
is it just me?
Yeah.
That is so funny.
No, I want to know what you think we're not being honest with. We're listening to his story.
Alright, cool.
I
This
think
is the
we're
story
letting
first.
him land
Alright, we let him
because
land first.
He said his hat is whack.
It is whack.
Listen.
You know what?
I'm supporting.
very used to the meek. I'm
Look how
Christian.
pretty
I don't
it
want
I'm
it to be a.
What's that?
It's got
Huh? Be a
pretty
thing.
it is.
It's what?
It's very pretty. It's got all these little.
We'll get onto that. We'll get onto that, right? Anyway, yeah. So obviously I met with those brothers as well that were selling these, and then I went into like the conference is huge.
Yeah.
Like the actual venue.
Okay.
So then I went into like the vending part of it now, because obviously I thought that was it. They were selling bean pies as well. Bean pies, basically, I mentioned this last time, like a proper. It's like one of those dishes that like the Nation of Islam is known for.
Okay.
You know
It's,
what I'm saying?
it sounds vegan though.
It's not vegan, actually.
vegetarian?
No, it's vegetarian. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went to the vending place, and that's when I saw everything. Right. I've got some. some
You really want to
pictures
be.
there. I think Yusuf should actually read that. You know. Oh, by the way, Black Arabia, the African origin of Islam.
Okay.
Yeah. So obviously, kind of showing that it's not the Arabs, right, that gave Islam. Yeah, it's actually existed before Muhammad in a different form. But anyway,
What do you watch this done with?
what?
The picture on the screen.
Kool-Aid.
Oh, well, anything you want, man.
Kool-Aid.
Anything you want. But yeah, so what do you call it? So yeah, so I've gone to the vending place now. See everyone selling different things. I've seen like, I'm not sure if you guys know, you probably won't, but a guy called what's his name? Golden Child, I believe, spelled differently. He's a rapper from Chicago as well. Sick rapper, by the way. But he's part of the Nation,
I feel
right?
like I've heard him. I've heard his name.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I've heard
I'm
him.
gonna post one of his things on my Insta as well.
No, sorry.
No?
I'm thinking about Remy and Papoose. That's what they call the child. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you can turn a baby to a grown person.
Guys, like Golden Child. I've heard that before.
And then yeah, and then I basically, what happened? So yeah, I must have made my way to the end of the back of the place now, and I met somebody there. I heard a London accent. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Da, 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 da. I'm from London. Da, da, da. He's like, yeah, da, da, for real. Da, da. I'm like, yeah. Where you from? Da, da, da.
Is it Kevin Thompson?
No, it's not. It was a guy by the name of Brother Hiram. Yeah, big up Brother Hiram, good brother as well. Yeah. So I've started chatting to him now, and he's like, oh, did you come with like Brother Hakeem and them?
Sorry, so everyone just says brother before their names.
Yeah, because
So when you introduce yourself, do you say like Emman or do you say brother Emman?
No, I just say like Emman.
And then they add the prefix to it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's actually quite cool.
Yeah, man. So he's like, oh, did you come with Brother Hakeem and that? So it's like, but basically, Brother Hakeem is basically he's the head of Nation of Islam in Europe, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's based in the UK. So I think in the Brixton Mosque, that's where they were based and whatnot. So obviously, typically they will come to Saviour's Day, innit?
Yeah.
Or him and a few people, whatever. But obviously, because of the whole COVID restrictions, I never expected to see him there. I've never met him in real life, but obviously I know of him.
Oh, you know, okay.
Yeah. Oh, did you come with him? I'm like, oh, no, I came by myself, innit? He's like, what? You came by yourself? I was like, yeah. Da-da-da-da. You know, long story short, yeah. So anyway, he's like, okay, cool. I need to link you up with them, innit? I was like, okay, cool, this and the third. And I mentioned something in passing about the conference, innit?
Yeah.
How I don't actually have like proper access. Because I made a mistake here of basically buying the tickets for the actual Saviour's Day on Sunday,
Okay.
listening to the minister,
Yeah.
but not actually securing tickets for the actual conference itself.
Oh, okay.
So I've got in, or like fine, whatever, but I've not actually got everything in it. So the bag that you saw on my Insta and all that, yeah, cool. All of that stuff. All the stuff that like is inside that bag and everything, I never had access to that, innit?
Goodies.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Oh, yes. Why were there?
Wait, really good
Camera
of you.
again?
What, bean pies, what are you saying?
No.
No, not bean pies?
But this was in there, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Cute
I'm
little
gonna pass
newspaper.
this around. This is what?
Yeah, he's very good looking for his age, you know.
It's gonna be 90 in a few weeks.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and pass it around like that. So yeah, you know, have a browse through while I'm talking and that.
This is so interesting. I was
And,
when he was younger.
Let me see. Oh, that's Elijah Muhammad, the founder. So notice what he's wearing.
Close.
Was that him
No,
when he was
the hat.
younger? They're both old in that picture. Both of them are old in that picture.
Oh, he's not old.
He's old.
Sir.
Well, Hamburg,
How old?
Do you think that's an old picture of you?
Of Elijah Muhammad?
That's not, what, is that him when he was young?
No.
That's
Farrakhan, yeah.
Okay,
They're both young. I mean, they're both old in that picture.
But no, it's not. You see the hat he's wearing?
Yeah.
This is why I wore this.
Oh, so you got a
that's
new
what
era
Oh yeah, the
version.
symbols and stuff.
Yeah. Huh?
You got a new era version.
No.
Brent is such a nuisance, you know.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. What do you call it? What was I saying? Yes. Anyway, so what happened was now that the same brother Hiram, yeah, was like, oh, they gave me an extra like bag for some reason, innit?
Oh.
So you know what? I'm gonna give it to you. Like, you know, when I go back to the hotel to send the exchange contacts, give it to you later. Fine. So that's basically how I was able to do everything I need to do, innit? So again, big up to Brother Hiram for that. So I've then gone into the actual what do you call it? Grand Hall or whatever to actually, you know, sit down and listen to one of the talks. And this was basically a talk for the youth and that. And obviously, I think initially it was planned that the minister would be speaking via live stream, innit, to all the youth in there and whatnot. Even though the message was for the youth, it was pretty much for everybody. So everyone was there. Come to find out now, the minister actually came there in person.
Man, like.
Yo, when he came, like one of the guys in the FOI must have said something like attention, yeah. Everyone, like it was like everyone in unison, like everyone was in the army, stood up like this, yeah. He must have said something else. Everyone was like this. I was like, what? Funny thing is, I did the same thing. I've never had the training. Yo, I don't know. And it was in sync.
Oh, so that's where the indoctrination started.
I don't know where it must have started from before. It was just like, yo, I don't know what happened.
How can you say I've never had the training?
I don't know what happened.
But you got in line. Love it.
Yo, but anyway, yeah, it was a beautiful speech, yeah. So obviously, you know, gain some information and whatnot. So I'd been a certain
This is
person,
really cute.
and that was that day. Next day was the Saturday, and again, this is when there was another talk, and this talk was on the Messiah, was on the wheel, and basically the upcoming speech. That was like 4 hours. So basically, that went into like some of the history of the Nation of Islam where things are now and where things are, I guess, to go. I'm really summarizing it. And then later on that evening, they had the drill competition. So the drill competitions, I posted some thingies on my Instagram as well. And basically, that's basically where the FOI, the Free of Islam, the men, and then you've got the MGT, the women, basically are having this competition where they're kind of like taking orders from their captains or whatever, right? And that's what they're doing the whole. Brent, can you put finger on the screen?
What?
Your
picture?
Oh, no. Do you know what?
Don't be silly.
No, do you know what? No. It's
Also,
not
how come you didn't bring the stuff in that bag? How come you used?
Yeah, I
wanted
wanted to know what was in there.
No, do you know why? Because I had a bit other things in the bag, innit?
The bag is the bag.
Why?
No, there's a bit other things in it. So that's why it would just be easier to just thingy like that, innit? So
What was in the bag though? I love a goodie bag.
They had the newspaper in there. It had,
Someone said it had pens and pencils.
I said that yesterday. I said it would have a pen.
yeah, they did have a couple of pens. Had a,
Yeah, I
note,
think
had a notebook as well.
The thing
See,
is,
I knew
there's
that.
nothing wrong with that bag, you know. It's him.
It's
Yeah,
bread.
exactly,
It's bread.
exactly.
It's actually bread.
It's him.
Because I
It's
didn't
him.
actually clock it.
Well, that's not the picture. I didn't think, oh, why is he holding the bag?
I didn't think of anything
The
like
bag
that.
is fine. It's just the third pick.
Yeah.
That's funny. But the bag's cool. It's a bag.
I feel like Brent even drew attention to the third pick because I feel like I must have, I don't know, but I just wouldn't have thought anything.
Let's not
until-
focus on anything negative whilst it is that he's sharing his experience.
What,
with
you?
it in a way.
You're the one who keeps
No, we'll get
throwing
onto
in
that.
little
mind it, we'll get onto that.
little
Let's,
tidbits.
let's not distract him.
Are you not liking the video?
In it, like the video.
Like the video.
If you want the story to continue.
So yeah, they did the drill competitions. I'll put something on my thing so you can actually see what I'm talking about. But basically, it's the FOI and the MGT like taking orders, like to like military type drum and all that type of stuff, right? And then it was sick though, like proper sick. It's one of the most anticipated like parts of that particular conference every year,
Yeah.
innit? Then the following day was the actual day when we came down to see the minister speaking at the Wintrust Arena. Like I said, it was like 10,000 people in attendance, man. More than 10,000 people in attendance. You had people like, what's that guy? DC Young Fly, something.
Oh yeah, he was there.
Yeah, he was there. 2 Chainz was there. 19. You heard the 19 Keys?
Yeah.
That's this. That's basically.
As in, what do you mean?
As in, this is his like
Oh,
measurements.
that's his brand. Okay.
Yeah, so he was there. Mike Rashid, you know Mike Rashid?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there. Quite a few people was there, man. So yeah, it was sick. It was sick. Obviously, the minister, you know, drop some knowledge for the people, man.
Shelled it.
Huh?
Shelled it down.
He what?
Never mind.
Yeah, it was sick though. And,
Yeah.
yeah, so obviously I met a few people there. I met Minister Ishmael, who's basically the national assistant for the Nation of Islam, like probably the highest ranking representative of Farrakhan, innit?
Okay.
So I met, and he's actually the son of Elijah Muhammad as well. So I met him there. I met Brother Ben. You heard of Brother Ben? Brother Ben X?
I only know brother from his own.
Brother Ben X is he's a young brother. He's like maybe mid-20s, and it's like he does a lot on social media, and it's quite known. Also another guy by the name of Brother Farrakhan as well. Actually, he does something with Brother Ben X as well, and they kind of
The brother Ben X.
yeah, Brother Ben X X. You know like Malcolm X, Ben X.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
I thought that's where he was going with that.
And basically, they've got this thing about hair after the farms, isn't it? Because again, in the nation, it talks about being self-sufficient and stuff like that. Buying your own farms, your own land, growing your own food, building your own things and stuff like this. And they're big proponents of that message, right? So I met him. Who else? Dimitri Muhammad as well. I met him as well. He wrote a book called "But Didn't You Kill Malcolm X?" And basically, that's
Didn't you kill Malcolm
yeah.
X? Okay.
So basically, it's because the narrative is out there that the Nation of Islam were behind the killing of Malcolm X, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? the Nation of Islam was behind the killing of Malcolm X.
That's your paper on
But
the floor, you know.
do it to your paper.
But why are you putting my thing on the
I
floor?
didn't put it
No,
on the floor.
Eman, watch me. First,
Oh, why is this important? Just focus.
He went like this. Put the camera on me. Put the camera on me.
It's on you.
First he went like this. Then he dashed it on the floor.
I did not.
Yes, I just saw you.
Are you gonna believe him?
Yeah. But I'm gonna
You're
ignore
doing
the
Tanya.
nonsense, innit?
Man said you're going to believe what he's saying over your eyes.
So like, are you gonna? Did you join?
Oh no, I haven't joined.
Was there a part where you can join? Because you know, like in the church, they say like if anybody's feeling the
Yeah.
spirit now, come forward,
Stand up, we'll pray for
stand
you.
up, and we'll do it. Like it's
Absolutely.
not a big deal. Just walk to the front of the altar.
We'll
Yeah.
pray for you,
It's-
and it's done.
You're here, you are.
It's not like a roll call like that. But basically, you can sign up. There is like some.
A mailing
Like a
list.
mail.
It's not exactly like that, but basically,
You did sign up though.
You can sign. Huh?
Did you
You
sign
sign
up?
up.
No, I didn't sign up. But you can
You're
sign
not
up.
committed
yeah.
to this.
Hey, wait. You're looking at him in the gear
No, he's
with the
committed.
paraphernalia.
You went
But
to
he's not a
Chicago-
member.
He went to Chicago by
He's
himself.
just dabbling,
to go to
man.
But he's
the
not a
conference.
member. He's not a
getting all
member.
the
He's just
benefits
one.
without
You're just
actually signing up.
nah. He's
man.
just tasting it. You're
That's
just
like them-
flirting with it.
I don't even know. What
That's
to
like
do.
them white guys that sleep with black man talking about they're pro-black.
No,
Like you're just
you're doing
like,
foreplay with
it's
it.
not real, like.
No. Anyway, yeah. So listen.
Actually, we'll get to that next because I need to know
Thank
why you don't want to be a member.
Yeah, I would need to know why you're
Yeah,
not
I'm
fully
surprised. I'm
fledged.
surprised he's not
Yeah,
a member.
Because
But
by
like-
this point, I don't get it.
Oh,
Like,
serious?
no, you should
Yeah, like why wouldn't you be? Why aren't you a member?
Groupie. Remember that clip that you said?
oh, you're a groupie.
Anyway,
You're a little bit of a
anyway,
groupie.
anyway,
That's a wild accusation, you know.
anyway, like I was saying, yeah. So
I know you wish you could make that the title, bro, but you know you can't.
Nation of Islam
It's a nation groupie.
yeah. So again, I met a few people there. Who else? There was someone else as well. Prince Asiel. So basically, he's part of the Hebrew Israelites, right? But he's not one. You not heard of Hebrew Israelites, innit? A lot of these guys, yeah, on the corner shouting and
Yeah.
you
That's
know,
the Power
yeah.
Rangers, isn't it?
It makes sense. It
The
makes
Power
sense.
Rangers.
I know
They're
what you're
outside.
saying.
They're in King Harold. The Power Rangers. They're out there. You know
What, dressed as Power Rangers?
the garments that these men wear. That's the ones I'm talking about. You're talking about the Power Rangers,
It
right?
has a different, like...
They just got. They're
Bro, if you could do some
different.
Googles, please.
But
Yeah.
what? Nation
But-
Islam Power Rangers? Am I supposed to type
No.
up?
It's
You type worse,
Hebrew
don't try it.
Israelites. Hebrew Israelites.
Oh, okay.
They're the ones that was outside.
They used to be
Kyrie.
Oxford Street.
Hold
as
on,
well.
hold on,
Yes.
hold on.
Yeah.
They stepped out for Kyrie.
Yeah.
What type of Power Rangers are you talking about in terms of the attire?
You can.
Is it the original Power Rangers?
Oh, no.
Or is it like...
They do look like Power Rangers.
Let me see.
Or like Arabian soldiers or something.
This is big drip.
If you say so.
This
How
big
about
drip.
that? Yeah, I knew it. I knew you're talking about Tommy, the White Ranger, when
What
he
do
was
you
wearing
call
that.
him?
White Ranger. That's what I thought you were talking about.
They look like genies.
Yeah, but they've got
That's-
these
there-
are more
it's
unified. There's
different.
pure
Yeah, there's
elaborate.
different
There's
ones,
elaborate
yeah.
versions of these joints.
Yeah.
Like they express themselves.
There's a picture of the White Ranger Tommy. He looks and he's wearing that exact same type of shit.
But yeah. Anyway, what I was trying to say is Prince Asiel is not like these Hebrew Israelites. So
Okay.
these Hebrew Israelites, a lot of their doctrine. Again,
Yeah, you see them, Brent?
Yeah, these ones here.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the Power Rangers. They're outside.
Yeah. You know they used to be at like Oxford Street, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably got moved.
Right. So
Yeah.
a lot like their doctrine is pretty much very again I'm kind of generalizing here because there's many different camps and a lot of their doctrine kind of differs from camp to camp, but a lot of it is kind of based on obviously black people being the original Hebrew Israelites and basically
Yeah, one man has a pickaxe, man.
Where?
He's got-
Hold on. What's all this? Is that a shield?
That's the man.
that's the
them.
Power
This is what I'm
Rangers.
talking about. This is the Power Rangers.
Explain to me what this represents, Emman. Like the actual attire.
These are the groupies.
You know what it is?
you lot are not serious. You
You're-
We're not serious. What?
You know what it is? You know, this feels like a parody.
Like,
No, because you lot have mocked. You lot are. Oh man.
It feels like a parody of someone going to experience this conference.
You lot are
You know
not
what I mean?
serious. You lot are not serious.
Like-
man.
No, let's get back in the car. Let's
You
finish
know,
the
no,
story. Let's finish it. So wait, what
All,
happened?
all I was trying to say is, yeah, the Hebrew Israelites, yeah, a lot of their doctrine is basically, someone could say anti-African, right? Because they're black Hebrews, isn't it, right? And they obviously kind of see the African as those who sold them into slavery. I'm really generalizing here, right? But pretty much, they believe the black people in America, in the Caribbean, are all Hebrew Israelites. Different tribes, from the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Benjamin, this, that, and the third, right? And they believe pretty much that the people that were taken from Africa during the slave trade were the Hebrew Israelites who migrated there from 1,000 years before, you know what I'm saying, during the Babylonian exile and all them different times in Israelite history. So a lot of these people are more like talking on the corners, this and the third. The person I met, however, he's not like them. That's basically the point of what I'm trying to say. He's not like them.
Okay.
He's more so African centered, right? Does not dress like that at all, and probably one of the most respectful, humble people you could ever meet. You know what I'm saying? Completely different vibes to those basically there, innit?
Okay.
So, yeah, that was pretty much it for that particular day. And yeah, that's it.
So would you want to join the nation, innit?
I thought you were already a member of the Nation of Islam, to be fair.
He's not, because he's not Islamic.
What do you mean?
Okay. That's
But
it.
is it? I thought you didn't have to be a Muslim.
Was there other Christians in the building?
Also, you can't actually
There might have been. A couple.
Hold on, question. So what, you can't actually be an official?
Themselves.
No, because it's kind of like I guess any other type of religious belief in it. Like you need to believe the core tenets in it. You know what I'm saying? So there are obviously certain.
In
there are
Christianity, we
certain-
pick and choose.
Huh?
In Christianity, we pick and choose, no?
No, you don't pick and choose a Christianity.
How many people are running about with their own churches and whatnot? You talking about?
Yeah, but they all have the same core, the core things, isn't it? Everyone adds different things like the spices, but the core
Yeah, but-
is all the same.
No one has to know that you're a Christian, though. You could just...
What? But it's like what? It's like me taking it as a joke, isn't it? Not a joke.
Yeah, but you're not... Yeah, but that's why I'm confused, because you are a Christian.
Yeah. What does that mean?
And you're there.
That's what I mean.
What does that mean? Because they're more active, right, for the liberation of black people than any Christian group I've ever known.
He's not gone there for religion. He's gone there for blackness.
I know, but...
My blackness comes first.
No,
what I'm saying?
we've established that.
We know that.
So that's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is.
Is there more stuff in the bag?
Yeah. I just want to pass a few books around. So, yeah. So again,
So hold on,
I like you care about the
you
newspaper
don't
now.
particularly desire to be a member or to be a part of it officially. Like you're happy just...
I would say this. Yeah, there obviously there's certain things that, considering all things that I won't necessarily mention on the show, right? For some reason,
Yeah, they'll get you out.
I'll tell you like,
get got.
you know, afterwards or whatever.
Yeah.
But again, I respect like the nation, the Free of Islam, like seriously, because again, I believe that your religion. Let me pass this book around.
I'm so done with Brent, you know.
That's basically like when like if you're first being introduced
Yeah.
to like the nation, that's the book that most people would like kind of recommend and stuff in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Message to the Black Man by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And there you go. What do you call it?
There's a reason why.
Right, this picture might be the picture to take you down.
I'm clipping
That's what I'm saying, because like, you're dying for it. Like,
Like,
you're
no
dying
one
for it.
asked you to do that. You're deciding
Nobody-
yourself to do that.
That might be the one.
I will have no empathy. Yeah.
That might be
If
the
you
one that
get
gets
got.
me gone.
The rest of us are gonna have to come in here tomorrow and denounce what you've
Hey, that
done.
means you look like a young version of him as well.
I'm gonna have to make an apology,
Don't you
innit?
think? Don't you think?
And go and learn stuff.
He does.
Can you imagine? But yeah, man.
You're gonna sit down with the community
what
and
was that-
everything.
what was
Do
that?
like 7-step guide.
I can't remember what I was talking about now.
Long mums for you, boy.
How many people were there? 10,000.
About 10,000 in attendance.
So was this? So obviously,
What was you gonna say?
because it was there for like 3 days, 10 days. No,
was that?
the conference is 3 days.
Yeah.
Like over the weekend.
Yeah.
So there would be there's like a dark side of the nation, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Why?
Because obviously when many gather, there would have been like a
Don't
section
go
that
there.
turned up.
Don't go there.
No, there would have been like the after parties,
No.
No.
This guy.
Johns and that. There would have been.
No, nothing like that, man.
It's like you.
No.
No.
They're gonna use this. If you
No.
ever say you want to join the nation,
John.
It's not church.
they're gonna
No,
use it
but
against you.
there would have been a section.
Look at that shot. Look at
That's
that shot.
not
This is
my chat to give you tea and
Not
biscuits
Christianity.
after.
What do you mean?
It's not Christianity.
I mean, 10,000 people.
Thank
Everything, all of them
That
on
could
their
happen
deen.
with Christianity.
think
Not Islam.
No.
You heard the truth, though.
I think all of them on their
truth.
deen.
You heard the truth that Brett.
It's impossible. Low averages, they all can't be on their dean, bro. There would have been turn-ups. You just weren't invited. You know what? Forget. Take the camera. Take the camera.
No, but the thing is, if those things happen, they probably happened in
I'm
little
gonna put this
small
on
niche
Muslim
groups.
TikTok. Sorry.
Not. You know what I mean?
I'm asking as well, by the way. I'm not saying.
That's right.
It's
That's
too
No,
late.
no,
He's not giving
there
us
wasn't
nothing.
anything like that.
That's the
There
humble
wasn't anything
edited.
like that.
He's not gonna add this part to the clip, so don't worry about it.
There was nothing.
You're
like
already
that.
done.
It's a
You already
serious.
got.
It's a serious. Again, like Brent rightly said, right? It's not Christianity, man.
What
You know
does that
I'm saying?
mean?
It means that people go to church and take certain things for a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't have
Like,
after parties in church. We talk after church, make people feel welcome
Yeah, but
and have
it's-
tea and biscuits and stuff.
But you wouldn't
Cakes.
be surprised if you heard that certain people organize to go to a party or a function or this, that, and the third after church. Like
Not
after the church
necessarily, because
conference.
that's what everyone does. That
That's what I'm saying. But in the nation, this is not gonna happen.
fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? People are there for a particular reason and take it really serious, innit? So it's completely different, man.
You say that, man. There would be people
Nah.
get testimony. Do you know how many people would have found their wife at Saviour Day? Allow it, man.
Fighting their wife.
Found.
Oh, found.
Yes.
100%.
Exactly. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, but not at a party.
No, but finding your wife is different from going to some like dark.
Yeah, but they're not
seedy
going
party
to get-
afterwards.
Buying
No, but when you find said wife,
buying drinks and
no, but when you find said wife, there might be
Yeah.
a bar next door. You're not going to get bean pies. You're going to
bar?
there's no bars. Like,
bar.
There's none of that.
You go and speak to your wife at the conference, sister. You tap on the shoulder. Hey, brother, you know what I
But
mean?
people go there looking for Johns. The
you have to talk.
sisters will go there knowing that it's going to be a place full of good brothers, no?
Yeah,
They'll go there
yeah,
looking
yeah.
for their husband and thing, no?
Potentially.
See, so why
So
are you
the
just saying
mind
like I was
is-
saying crazy things?
No,
Man, they're looking for
but it's,
Johns.
no, but it's not a
No, but
party.
don't,
It's not a
don't, don't
party.
frame it like that, though.
Exactly.
No, but that is what they're doing there.
but
The
that's
mind
not
is
the
the same.
same,
Maybe
man.
the execution is different, but the mind is the same. You're going there looking for a partner.
Facts.
Potentially, yeah, but no.
That's what
but,
people do in
but-
the club.
Yeah, no, but there's no alcohol, there's no party, there's no 2 Chainz
Yeah.
playing.
2 Chainz was there.
It was there, though.
2 Chainz was
It was
there,
It
though.
was there to get the message.
I said, I'm
Chainz?
different. Yeah, I'm different.
Different.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
Said 2 chains, 4 bracelets.
Ay.
Pulled up to
Shows
the
something
conference with my
else.
You
sister
lot,
missing.
man, you lot just made this like. I
No,
don't
we've
even
loved
know.
this story. This has been one of the best stories I've ever had in my life.
Such a wholesome story.
I used to understand why it is that you wouldn't join the nation. Is it because of the tenants you said?
Again, like,
Because you might as well be.
I'm just considering again tomorrow, innit? So obviously there's certain things I won't necessarily mention, but the main thing for me is some of the core tenets that make you, I guess, a Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Are not necessarily my beliefs, innit?
Okay,
you know what I'm
okay, fair
saying?
enough. Okay, fair
And
enough.
that's the main thing. If that wasn't there, I would be 100%.
So basically,
Because I love what they stand for. I love everything they stand for. Yeah.
so you have to be Muslim to be in the Nation of Islam.
Yeah.
But you don't. But if you're Muslim, you don't have to be in the Nation of Islam.
Yeah. It's completely different
Okay.
things. Like Yusuf, for example.
Okay, fair enough.
What's that? Hold on. What's
As in,
that?
like, so
You're
to
in the
be,
nation.
you're not. Yeah, you're,
But
yeah,
you're Muslim. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But then you have to be Muslim to join the Nation of Islam.
Oh. Do you have really like
No, Emman, how much you spend on these books?
You don't need to show this one because this one.
This one
Brett
doesn't-
will
This is so good
Brett
as
will
out
get
here.
scared.
This is trouble in there.
okay. Oh, this is a Kyrie book. I'm gonna hide the cover. I'm gonna pass it to Brother Marks.
And it comes in 3 parts.
Stop it.
Should we do it, Brett?
Go on.
No, don't do that.
You know how mad it is when Brent says this.
Yeah, when Brett says no.
But you know it's serious.
Wait, Brent, hold
Yeah, I
on.
don't give a shit.
Shook.
I
Brent
would
said, listen.
have done it.
It's not that bad to be fair.
So I'd do for less.
It's not that bad.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not, I was just joking.
All right, go on. You know what? Pass Marks all free. And then he can just do like a little whole.
What I'll do is
I don't
just
think
give,
the first one, as
all
the
the
2
same,
and 3
yeah.
got the J word. And then,
I think no, they're all the same.
Oh,
It's
they're all the
just-
same.
it's a volume 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad. All it is.
Do you know what kind of anti-Semitic tropes are in this?
yeah,
Have you
because
checked for anti-Semitic tropes? That's what I'm asking.
That's why you bought it.
I've not. Read
I
it yet.
don't think we should.
But
As
all I'll
standing
say
in
to you-
HR,
All I'll say to you is, yeah.
what would Danielle say? Danielle would say, put the books down. So,
No, but Danielle would say we didn't write the book. You know what I'm saying? And like
Kyrie
I'm getting
didn't write it, bro.
listen, and how did that work out for him?
No, he's doing the Kyrie now.
Listen,
I'm not doing the
And
Kyrie.
he'll defend himself the same way he defended Kyrie.
yeah, but unfortunately, yeah, you can't defend the day after.
Because he don't
can't
know.
say
I can't put it out. They're gonna chat shit about that.
Wait.
You can't say that. Look,
Have-
show Brent that. Ask him if.
I've
No,
not
no,
shown him. I've shown him.
don't put it up.
Have you read these? Have you read? Let me even not make sure the cameras.
Brent said, when they come, I'm going to say I didn't even touch the books.
Have you read these books?
No, I've not.
Back
read
to
them
front.
yet. No. I've not
Alright,
read them
cool.
yet. But basically, all it is, yeah. I'll just give a synopsis. Like, won't promote the book then, right? But for those who are interested, you'll be able to get the gist. But basically, all it is like there has been a narrative for a long time, pretty much, that black people and Jewish people, obviously, kind of have similar struggles, right? Especially in the early 20th century in America, right? This is the reason why some Jewish people were part of the NAACP, helped with civil rights and things of that nature, innit? And again, the whole idea that Farrakhan, Jesse Jackson, many black people, even white people, Billy Graham, other people were labeled anti-Semitic, right? And basically, what these books are basically saying is there's more to the relationship that's been put out, that we're just friends. And there was a time where some Jewish people benefited from the enslavement of black people. That's all the book's about. You know what I'm saying? And basically just goes through quoting, sourcing, getting sources from Jewish writers themselves, talking about their involvement in the slave trade. That's what it is.
Okay. Do you have any Christian family or friends who have shown resistance to your love for the nation?
No. It's not like I go around like...
I was going to say,
like,
do you
No,
tell
but
them
for example, if they saw you like this,
like this?
no, I'm not saying.
Drip
Obviously,
down.
you're representing the nation right now. You've got the books, whatever.
Yeah.
If they saw you on the road like this, would they think, oh, bro, what's going on here?
I don't think so. No, not at all.
So you said them
With
man
the
just wear
hat.
suits and that was man there in camises and that
What's that?
in at the thing.
No, kameez. What's a kameez?
The you know the Muslim clothes is one thing. What's it called?
Oh, throbe or jalabia.
Yeah, see they got bare different names, but yeah, that thing there was they wearing those?
No,
or was it
because
just
that's
suits?
more orthodox, like Islam. They like the FOI would be wearing like FOI uniform. If you're not in the uniform, you'd be wearing like a suit, bow tie, that type of thing. Yeah.
I was waiting for the pic of you in your suit, man. Bow tie.
Is that only for members?
Yeah.
Oh, the bow tie is only for members.
No, I mean you could dress how you want to,
Yeah, I think
but typically that's how people would be dressing.
So when you all these honourable brothers that you were speaking to,
Yeah.
and when you explain to them that you're a Christian, how did the conversation go?
there's no problem, because at the end of the day, you kind of relate on the liberation struggle, innit? Like Farrakhan has Christian friends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they're obviously telling you that they feel where you're coming from and you're on the right path. But for you to be right, for you to be whole, you got to come on home. Surely that's the message that they was giving you.
Not necessarily.
I'm assuming that they feel like you are on your way because you're here.
To be
Yeah.
So
fair,
in their mind,
to be
okay,
fair,
he's a Christian.
Yeah,
I'm happy that he's seeing in their mind the light and he's coming further and further in this direction.
You don't know you're a Christian though?
yes, whoever I spoke to,
Okay.
that if that came up, innit?
Yeah.
But again, I'm not there talking about I'm a Christian. I'm there
Yeah.
because I came
But
to
you
see
weren't
the
like
minister.
offering the information
No,
if it came up.
No, at all.
Right.
Yeah.
He-Man, Christian.
Nah, it's not important, because the thing is, I came there to see the minister. I came there to build with people during Saviour's Day. That's what I care about. You know what I'm saying?
So next time, would you go with Brother Hakeem and them?
I don't know, maybe.
See how I was paying attention? Because I knew his name.
Yeah, speak up Brother Hakeem as well, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to connect with him as well.
You got to meet, talk to him and stuff like that?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Because I kept missing him, innit? I kept hearing he was there.
Okay.
And then last day at Saviour's Day, that actual talk, I saw him walking. I was like, what? It's Brother Hakeem. I went to chat to him, exchange details, this and the third. And yeah, man. It's a big up.
So,
Brother
did
Hakeem.
you have a good time?
Loved it.
That's good. That's what's really, really important.
And was it a
I'm
solo
glad you
trip?
did.
Yeah.
Are you all alone like?
Yeah, by myself. Yeah, man.
Sick, man. I think it's nice. I think the fact that you've always wanted to do it as well and you got to do it, it's iconic.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it was during TDA so we could get the story.
And also, yeah, big up, obviously, 19. I never met 19 Keys, right? But obviously,
I think you're going to say Nexus Babies.
no.
There.
This is basically his merchandise, isn't it? Like, this is actually my brother. I got it from my brother. But yeah, I just wore it because obviously on the show and whatnot, innit? But yeah, I believe he's part of the nation or closely affiliated. And obviously that the design is basically that of Elijah Muhammad's. You know what I'm saying? Where is it?
Oh, your bro's a part of the nation as well.
No, he just like that, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, but basically, yeah, as you can see.
It's a bit bright.
Well, you might be able to start up like the Christian affiliates of the nation. Like you might be able to like head up the Christian section of the nation where they align. You should talk to
Maybe.
the honourable one of them and see.
that's an honourable one of them.
Yeah, no, reason with them and say that. Look, obviously, like we align here. There's space for it. Let us. You get what I'm trying to say? Or is that? Or no?
No, but you don't need to align like that, because like there's no real there's division only because you make a division. You know what I'm saying?
So why don't you take what you learned because you're a wise man, knowledgeable person. Why don't you take what you learn and then push the message for people like you? Then you can start your own one.
But
You could be the nation of Christianity.
I don't want to start. I don't want to start an organization.
Ridiculous.
I don't want to start an organization.
No, there's
I just
probably
learn.
thousands of people that are drawn to the nation, but the Islam is the stumbling block, innit?
Potentially.
I said,
You never know. You never know.
I'm being serious, man.
But do you feel like your experience is like capped? Because really, if it's not capped by the fact that you're not a member, then you can just as you are, innit? Do you get what I mean? Like, is there anything that you would get to do if you're a member that's different to what you have access to now?
Yeah. So like I'd be part of the Fruit of Islam. So I'll probably have the suit. I'll be, maybe attending certain functions. I guess working my way up in the organization, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But
To be what's the highest rank? Highest ranking in there?
I think it's the national representative. So like the student minister of the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
So basically, that's Minister Ishmael, by the way, who I met as well. But basically, that's the post that Malcolm X had.
Okay.
So he's like basically almost like a second in command, but the mouthpiece of the nation, right? So Malcolm X was that. Farrakhan was that to Elijah after Malcolm X was killed and whatnot. Khalid Abdul Muhammad was that to Farrakhan, and now Minister Ishmael is that to Farrakhan too.
I think you should get on board because the Nation of Islam ain't got no real presence in the UK.
They're there, but
Yeah, but no one cares.
No, but what do you say, Brother Hakeem is then?
that's what I'm saying. He's basically the head of the Nation of Islam in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're there, but
No,
but like you're saying, they're not like as active or out there in the public like they were, I guess, maybe a few years ago. But again, the whole COVID restrictions as well, that's affected things as well, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they've been doing a lot of their meetings right online. You know what I'm saying, because of the whole COVID thing as well for the last few years. But but they're there, man. They're working.
did you get up to anything outside of that? Anything
No.
else? No.
No, that was it. Yeah, that was it. I literally go to the conference and spend my whole day there, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Because there was quite a few things to do there. Everything was kind of contained and it was huge. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah.
No after parties. Can't believe that, Mr. Trick.
No after parties, man. They were serious,
So they
man.
missed the trick.
They were serious. People came from all over the country, man, who were part of the nation to build and whatnot in it. So yeah,
Would you go back? Would you go back?
100%.
Would you want to make it a yearly thing?
I would, I would. Yeah,
That's sick.
yeah, man.
Sounds like a good time.
Big up
All
Farrakhan,
right.
man.
So
Here we go.
if you go there yearly, right? What benefit do you get from going there yearly just to listen to the conference? Like, what is it that they're preaching or teaching each time you go back that equips you with anything that helps the black community where it is that you've come from?
Well, I guess it's kind of like you going to any other type of conference, right? Where you can gain certain knowledge or networking as well and things of that nature. So you'd be able to build with people there, network, gain messages, buy books if you needed books. For example, those two books there by Dr. Wesley Muhammad, struggled to get them for years. You know what I'm saying? Seeing them there in abundance.
You've been looking for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But went there now, got them signed copies. You know what I'm saying? So there's different things that you can get, you know what I'm saying, for just building with your people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
They saw you coming though, man. You got all the merch. I know they upsold. They upsold to you.
No, do you know the thing is?
You probably didn't even want that hat. It probably came with a book.
No, I'm not somebody who buys merch at all. The only thing I wanted to buy was this. And this is for my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wanted that. So it was like, cool.
Well, the hat.
Yeah. He actually saw it, I think, online, innit?
Okay.
So when I was there and I saw it, I was like, yo, I seen it here, innit? And it's cheaper than online. So it was like, oh, okay, get it for me. So
Wait then. How much is that?
Can you?
I'll tell you later.
You say how much was the hat? Yeah, I was about to ask about money, boy, and say like how much.
Man
Like,
said
the books, everything.
it's cheaper than online. It's like, what? How much is this hat?
Yeah, but remember, it's in America, innit? So
Wait, how much is that?
But put the camera on me and
I'll
then
tell
you can whisper it.
But why? Hold on. But why is
As in, I know-
why is the price a secret?
it's not,
Yeah,
it's
you
not
know
a
you don't want
big- it's not a
people.
big
You don't want
secret,
people
but-
watching
You
your.
could, plus anyone can Google it as well, innit?
Why? It's a hat.
Yeah, but still.
Okay.
I'll
I'm with you.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah, it's a hat.
I'll tell you later.
Why the secret this over the hat?
You know when people pocket watching, innit? You don't want people calculating. I was going to ask how much all the books and all the trip cost you. We can tell us that off
I
air as
haven't
well.
even I haven't calculated that yet, to be fair. But the books were probably like, on average, about 20, something like that, about $20 or so, on average. Like, but again, they range, innit? The main book, The Message to the Black Man, I got that for like $5. The most expensive one there was like $25. Yeah, so it kind of ranges. Yeah. Oh, and I also, last day as well, I went to Mosque Mariam, which is basically the main mosque, the headquarters in Chicago, innit, where they do, the main stuff in it. Also, in that same compound, you've got the Muhammad University of Islam. So again, I mention all this just to basically show the teachings that I resonate with the Nation of Islam's teaching, which is the whole doing for self. Like from back in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, Elijah Muhammad was talking about doing for self. Again, like Marcus Garvey, they had their own schools. Again, Muhammad University of Islam, their own places of worship, restaurants. I went to the Islam restaurant as well. Eat to Live, is it called Eat to Live? Eat to Live or Live to Eat restaurant as well in Chicago. It's just bare different things that they do for self. You know what I'm saying? Again, Christianity, you can go to church, you can pray and do all of them type of things there. When you leave the building, typically, I'm not saying everybody, obviously, right? I'm definitely generalizing here, but typically people leave and just go back to normal life. There's nothing there that's aiding the liberation of black people. That's what I care about. And when you look at the nation, they've got that. They've got schools, they've got restaurants, they've got different things, newspapers, you know what I'm saying, the final call. Everything is doing for self. That's what black people need to be doing. And they do it. They talk it and they walk it. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Christianity now, again, it may not be the best example, but look at, what's that church? The church.
Don't do that, because you've compared Nation of Islam, a sect of Islam, to Christianity. You can't do that.
Why not?
Because it's not the same comparison.
How is it not the same?
Because you didn't say Islam do this. You said Nation of Islam do this.
Oh, and then you're comparing to like the
can't
whole.
compare it to
You can compare it to a sect of Christianity, but it's not matching in.
Okay, compare it to a
sect.
sect. Compare it to a sect then. Pentecostal then. Well, whatever. It's the same to me. Because the Nation of Islam is
It's
like...
in Brent's Gospel.
Pentecostal.
Pentecostal.
Oh.
Because the Nation of Islam is kind of like Islam
such as a nation.
in that it's its own belief system. It's different to Orthodox Islam, you know what I'm saying? But their organization. So, yeah. I'm just comparing it to, what's the churches, man? In Dartford.
Church of England.
No, the black ones, man. You know, with Oyedepo and... Redeemed and them type of churches there.
Yeah.
Again, they're doing what they're doing. I'm not trying to criticize them.
Mountain of Fire in them.
I'm not trying to criticize them today at all, right? But like, there's been complaints from people within their own congregation that say they took donations from us to make a school, and we can't afford to attend the school. What are we doing there? Where's the elevation of black people there? I understand the business, but I understand it's a business, so that's why I don't criticize it. I understand capitalism, but people in your church don't. You know what I'm saying? Nation of Islam is different. So yeah.
So when we're going to start the Nation of Christianity?
We're not
starting the Nation of Christianity.
Why isn't that important to you?
I'm not trying to...
So you can get a whole holistic view of your life.
100% that should be the angle that you're going for.
That's what I was going to say.
You should want to be able to delve deeper into the nation without messing up your core tenets, innit? So this would be perfect for you. Nation of Christianity.
I was going to say that you have quite a bit of criticism for Christianity. So then...
Just like Jesus did.
But then do you have...
Not for Christianity, but for...
Jesus' walk is different.
No,
Jesus
but
was like
Jesus had a problem with how the Jews were practicing the law of God. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, fair.
So you can criticize from being within the organization.
Do you align yourself with any particular one more than
that was my
the other?
yeah.
What do you mean? One more what?
Do you align yourself more with Nation of Islam or Christianity? As in, is there a ratio, percentage-wise?
Oh, okay. I'm trying to.
It's quite tight.
No. The reason why
Clearly.
I'm
Neck and neck.
I'm trying to answer the question in a way where the question kind of is clear, if that makes sense. Because I'm a Christian, innit?
Yeah.
So that's basically where I'm aligned, innit? That's what I believe.
So the answer is
But-
Christianity.
Yeah. But in terms of the practices and what they believe in terms of what they do on a day to day, it would have to be the nation. You know what I'm saying? Because they are about self-reliance, economic self-reliance, and doing for self. I've never heard that in any church I've been to.
But if
not
that's
one
who
church I've ever been to.
If that's who you are, though, like, that's who you are first.
Yeah.
Then what is it about Christianity that you subscribe? Like, what is it about Christianity that makes you stay Christian? Then
It's the core. It's the core. It's like, do you know the thing is? It's also because there isn't that presence of a Christian organization doing what the nation is doing. Back in the day, there was. Marcus Garvey was a Christian, and he was one of the main proponents of doing for self. So if Marcus Garvey was around today, I would be a Garvey.
But the thing is, you speak to blackness as your first protocol.
Yeah.
Like blackness, doing for self, I'm black first. So then why wouldn't Nation of Islam be your first protocol then?
yeah.
Only because of the core tenets, isn't it? Like I was saying, like I could attend the meetings of the nation every day, all day. I know they'll say certain things there that I'll resonate with, 100%. Just like in some churches, I would resonate with what they're saying as well.
Yeah.
But again, the core teachings and certain things is I'm brought up in a Christian household, and that's why I still hold dear. You know what I'm saying? And believe in. So
Not that this question matters, I'm just doing it to be whatever. If you could only choose one, if God said, Emman, and I'm not happy with this, you jump in the boom, right? Pick one and leave the other. Which one are you choosing?
I'll pick what I am. Christianity.
Christianity.
Yeah, I'll pick that. Because that's what I have picked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But yeah.
All right. I
Do
can
you
do
feel like
it.
you picked it, or you were conditioned into it?
I don't say it's conditioned because I'm not one who just follows a belief system. I've interrogated Christianity.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I've as you lot know, I love history. So I've looked at the history of Christianity. If I thought it was bogus, I wouldn't be in it. You know what I'm saying?
At what age was Christianity a choice for you in regard, or obviously you were born into it. When was it a choice now? And
Yeah,
not,
choice and
I was
not-
born into
I'll
this.
probably say
Good question.
my late teens. And the reason why I can't really, if I'm being honest with you, pinpoint the time necessarily, because I feel like since I've been interested, I've always looked into certain things. You know what I'm saying? But my late teens was also a time where I also started learning heavily about the nation and 5% as well and all that type of stuff. So I guess that was the time where I really took on studying belief systems and the history of belief systems and the proper authenticity of certain belief systems and things of that nature. So yeah, probably around that time, I'd say. But yeah, man, like the video, people, man.
Yeah, please like the video, subscribe to the channel as well. All great stuff. It's nice to have you back, Emman.
Thank you very much.
And let's get into our first headlines.
Let's do it.
You're a phony. Not daily paper change.
All right, so our first headline here. Rishi Sunak tells the Tory MPs not to make drama over Brexit deal. So the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has urged his MPs not to create another Westminster drama as he sought to win their support for his new Brexit deal. He told backbench Tories to give the Democratic Unionist Party, the DUP, the time and space to consider the deal. The agreement with the EU aims to address issues with post-Brexit trading arrangements for Northern Ireland. The DUP support will be key to restoring Northern Ireland's power-sharing government. The party has been boycotting Stormont and preventing the devolved government from functioning because of its concerns over the current arrangements for Northern Ireland. DUP leader Sir Geoffrey Donaldson said the new deal goes some way to addressing his party's concerns, but some issues remain. He said the party will take time to study the details and come to a collective decision. On Tuesday, Mr. Sunak addressed the influential 1922 committee of Tory backbenchers to sell his deal after unveiling the breakthrough in Northern Ireland a day earlier. Following the meeting, Northern Ireland Minister Steve Baker told reporters the deal was as good as we're going to get, indicating the government would not be reopening negotiations with the EU. And the next headline, and it's going to be based on our topic of the day, is about Michael Gove, who suggested that cutting parents' benefits could be the best way to prevent truancy. So he said that parents should face child benefit cuts if they fail to ensure their children turn up at school. Speaking at a think tank, the Levelling Up secretary said the idea could help restore an ethic of responsibility. Mr. Gove, who first proposed the idea in 2014, said it would help tackle antisocial behaviour. Downstreet said parents could already be fined for children missing school. The idea of cutting benefits for parents of truants, for parents of truants was first suggested by Labour Prime Minister Tony Blair in 2002, but it was dropped in favour of the current fines system. Michael Gove resurrected the idea when he was Education Minister, Secretary under Prime Minister David Cameron, but it was never implemented. Speaking at an event held by Onward, which is a centre-right think tank, Mr. Gove said, particularly after COVID, we need to get back to an absolute rigorous focus on school attendance. One idea that we considered in the coalition years, but which the Liberal Democrats blocked, I think needs to be reconsidered again, is linking parental responsibility for attendance and good behaviour to the state. One of the ideas that we floated in the coalition years, which, as I say, the Liberal Democrats rejected, was the idea that if children were persistently absent, the child benefit should be stopped. Currently, parents whose children miss school in England can be issued with £60 fines, which rise to £120 if they are not paid within 21 days. Sounds like a parking ticket. They are normally issued by local councils. They can also be ordered to attend parenting classes or have a supervisor appointed to help them get their child into the classroom. The use of fines dropped during the pandemic due to an increase in home learning, but BBC research last year suggested they had started to pick up again. Last year, the government set out plans to introduce national guidelines in England on the issuing of fines and make schools draw up their own attendance policies. That's the end of the headlines.
Thank you very much. Let's get into our What You Saying topic of the day.
All right. So today's topic of the day, like I said before, this is based on that last headline. And I want to get you people's opinion on this, right? Do you think parents should be held responsible for their child's attendance?
Absolutely.
Cool. Marks, Yusuf?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. For their child's attendance.
Yeah.
You should be no one to be in control of your child's whereabouts.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say? So if there are attendance issues, that kind of falls on you. If they're not attending school, that's because you're allowing it or wherever. You should, I suppose it should fall on you. Yeah, you should be making sure your kids go to school and that.
Okay. So how responsible are we talking though? Because obviously I asked the question in that way for a reason, right? Because again, Michael Gove is talking about stopping child benefit.
Yeah, but even so, just on a parenting level, like when your kid's walking out that door and going to school, as a parent, you need to know where your kid's going. You know what I'm trying to say? So if you left them walking out that door under the guys that they're going to school, whatever, you need to be confident in your parenting skills that that's where they're gone.
Yeah.
You get me? So like, regardless of whatever the repercussions are, like first and foremost, like that should be the first thing as a parent. You need to be able to. You know what I'm trying to say? How can you not control where that's the first thing, regardless of how much it should be or whether they should be punished for it or not. Yeah, just as a parent, that should be your aim, innit? No?
100%. But again, there's many things that parents aim to do or should aim to do that they don't do, right? So how do we kind of regulate that?
What age are we talking about, by the way?
Primary school, I guess, and secondary school.
Secondary school too, though, man.
Yeah, and secondary school.
Do you know? I feel like as a parent, you should be responsible because you are your children's guardians and stuff like that. And some parents know their kids not going to school, like they keep the kids home from going to school. So I feel like they should have that. Like they need to be. You should be held responsible. However, I feel like you can be the best parent, but your child could just be a troublemaker. Do you get what I mean? And so that's why I don't agree with what Michael Gove is saying in terms of the money being that the parents that the money, child support or whatever it is, what's it, child benefit? Yeah, child benefit should be docked because really and truly, I could just have a child that just refused to be disciplined. Just if that child is just a menace, right? And then say I'm a family that really needs this child benefit helps the household. Because this child is taking matters into their hands, even though I drop the kid to school, like I do everything I'm meant to do. When I leave, then the child goes through the back gate and leaves school. Just because I've got a naughty child, that my family shouldn't have to suffer on account of this one child. Because I think even if you sat down, if the parent sits down with the child and says, listen, you're not going to school is affecting the house. We can't afford this, we can't afford this. Kids don't care. Some kids just don't care. You can be down bad as much as you want to be. They don't care. Do you get what I mean? So I don't think that's a good way to look into it. I think they should investigate why it is that kids aren't going to school, and because the parents that don't send their kids to school,
So then, how do we? Because if you're saying it shouldn't necessarily fall on the parent, right?
Yeah.
And they shouldn't deduct their child benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in some type of way saying that the responsibility is somebody else's?
No,
Because it has to be somebody's.
it's somebody's. But the thing is, you as a parent, you can do whatever you want to do. You can
Okay.
do everything correctly. You can raise your child the best way you know how to. If that child does not want to do what it is that you've told him to do and accept, what is that saying? I couldn't think about it in Yoruba. But if they don't want to accept the training you've given them, the child will go on to do whatever they want to do. And some kids is out of their hands. So why should I be punished because my child is just a bad child?
So, but who?
You gotta be a better parent then, man.
Yeah,
No, but that's what, you guys are missing the point I'm saying.
no.
There's people who are the best parents they
Yes.
can be. Like,
Yes.
I've done everything that I could possibly do, and the child is just bad. Kids have free
Give him
will.
away then.
What's that?
Give him away then.
To who?
If the government or something, tell them to care. If that's kind of this baby, that sounds like if you mention I'm doing everything I've tried, everything I've got visual, and then this kid's still, you make a new baby, give that one away. Because
A refund.
Yeah, get a refund. That don't make no sense. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I get what you're saying, yeah, but at some point, responsibility's got to go from somewhere, and especially for people that are on benefits and stuff.
Yeah.
You get me? Because the school is not free. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, the school system's paid for all the way. So then, like, they're spending money, it's wasting money because your kid's not using it. It's taking a place from a kid that could have done it.
Gone to
Then you're
school,
sitting
yeah.
at home and you're on benefits and we're paying you money every week.
But you know,
so
like-
you're just sitting there taking the money. You're not even trying to make these kids go to school. We're just paying. Like, you don't care about nothing.
No, but this
Somebody's
is the
got to
thing.
get reprimanded along the line somewhere, or it's never going to change.
Yeah, but I'm not
just
talking
paying you.
about situations where you do know your child is not going. There's a lot of kids that leave the house, and then it's when the parent gets a call that your kid did not turn up to school, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
like, what do you get what I mean? So this is why I said, yeah, that I feel like what needs to happen is they need to investigate. I feel like when you investigate, then you know whether the parents just don't care about the kid going to school or whether the parents do all that they can to take them to school. And I have a new solution, actually. For the parents who are doing everything that they can do and the kids are just naughty, take them to military school. Military school actually transforms the kids. They've got it in this country. There's
I
a
was
few
just about
bad,
to say to you,
there's a few bad girls from my school that when they came back, exemplary students. They were different when they came back. Exactly that. Bit of straightening in a military school. Do you get me? So I feel like, again, if a parent is doing all that they can, I don't see why. Like, because really this would affect the people that are struggling the most, right? If I'm already struggling and this child is not accepting the training I'm giving it or whatever, then I'm gonna get money cut. Now it's affecting your other siblings because you just want to be a fool and you don't even have sense enough to understand how your truancy is impacting the entire family.
But
It's a bit difficult.
But look at what you're saying though. Everything you're basically saying is basically that the parent should send that child to military school.
Yeah.
So that's the parent taking responsibility because it's their job.
No,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
isn't the government, the school is the one that expels your kid where there's no choice for them. Because it's compulsory education, your kid will get like expelled or whatever, and then they have no choice, but that's the only school that will accept them, military school.
Okay.
So again, it's not
Parents
solely
got
with
to
the
accept
parent.
responsibility, man. I know
it's
there's
a
bad
thingy.
kids, yeah. There's no repercussions. You just ain't scared. Like, I'm not dealing with no bad youth. That's not thinging with me. And I understand why I'm not like no punching bag. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you've got to put down your rules and your regulations. This is why I'll beat these youths to discipline them so they know it's a game, so they'll listen to me. Because I can't just be talking against a brick wall and you're not going to listen to me and then think we're here. I'm not joking. Like,
There
I will
are
give you
kids
away.
that beating
I will
does
break
nothing
our
for them.
contract. There's no need for this. I don't care if you're my child. If I'm looking at you and everything I tell you, you don't listen. You do what you want. You're bringing badness on my name, trouble wherever. Every single thing I tell you, you don't listen. There's no communication that I can have with you that's going to get you on. I'm not playing with you no more. This is not a fair playing field. I'm just going to let you just walk over me. I will give that baby away. Go.
Oh my gosh!
Do what you're
basically,
doing. Go somewhere else, but not here affecting me. If you're not going to listen, if you're not going to be played by my rules, you won't be under my roof.
I better not
Leave.
see. I
This ain't a
better not
joke.
see anybody agree with what you just said. Do you know why? Because when I said, do you remember I said this the other day, Brent? And then they were making jokes about, oh, I want to give a baby away.
Yeah.
No, but it was that teenager, adolescent. You're talking about.
I wasn't talking about
bad
baby.
youths.
I wasn't talking about like a 5-year-old kid.
No, we know you weren't talking about. I know you weren't talking about that. Where everybody
I was
said
talking about. Yeah, I was talking about teens. Like,
Yeah, I'm
if
talking
you're
about
gonna
teens.
act
I'm
a
talking
fool in
about
my
teens.
house,
I'm talking about teens now.
you gotta go.
Yeah, I'm talking about teens now. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? And it's just like
I'm for that, you know. That's what I said. I would ship you to a country you're never from.
If you're just gonna do this, you
It's
get me,
Zimbabwe,
and just
bro.
look me in my face, and there's no compromise from you as the
Yeah.
child, we can't play this game no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? You've got to leave.
I really
I'm
believe in
taking
that.
myself out of the situation.
Like, I would ship
you're
you
gone.
to Zimbabwe.
But
You get a host family.
That's at a certain age, though, isn't it? What age are we talking about in regards to your stance? Is it 16? Is it year 11? Year 10? Year 9? Because at a certain age,
I get year 9. I get year 9 in that struggling time. But if you're in year 10, yeah, you need to be. And by that point, you better be in check.
yeah,
If after that, you can
go.
But you're not even getting child benefits you're not getting child benefits at that age anyway.
see it. Don't
Because
even matter.
I was thinking 7.
But then, yeah, for real, the age is when the benefits stop.
Yeah,
When
so
the
obviously,
benefits stop.
So obviously, if you know your child is in a certain position where they can maybe take care of themselves, they're at a certain age, then you'll be more happy to relinquish control if they're not really, if you're butting heads all the time, as opposed to them being younger.
Do you know what though? Yeah, because when I think about it, right? If I actually had a kid that was just naughty, like you are just moving like the devil's PA.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's from age 10, you know. I'm sending to military school or boarding school. Something. I'm sending to where life is hard.
but the thing is, I think at a certain age, don't you give your kids a bit of grace and you have more, you have more patience for them at a certain age, innit?
Yeah, you do. But you know what
At
it
a
is?
certain point, then if your child's acting up through primary school,
Yeah.
I'm sure you might have a certain level of patience for them. Innit? If it's
Yeah.
going into secondary school now, it's year 11, you're still acting a fool. Then by year 11, you might have run out of patience, innit? But I think when your child is still a kid, you might have a certain level of endearment towards them where you won't
Yeah.
ship them out. Depends on the level at which they're misbehaving. Because
This is it, 'cause I'm thinking extremes.
I've seen young boys in primary school
Yeah.
get shipped back to Nige because they were super, super unruly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Sometimes it depends on what they're doing.
Yeah, so what I'm talking about in terms of military school and stuff is extreme cases.
Yeah.
If you're like a little sassy here and there, like all of that stuff we can deal with.
Yeah.
But if you're like literally every time I wake up, I'm like, here I go again with this child. Like you cause me tears and heartbreak and just pain and chaos.
Yeah.
You got to go.
Yeah,
That's some kids are like that from
man.
young.
Boarding school for real, man. Just send them boarding school.
It's an
From
option.
kids, from
It's an option. It's an
young.
option.
And then summertime you
If
get
they're not
summer camp.
listening, what are you gonna do? Because they'll just kill you in the yard, you know.
This
You'll
is
just
it.
kill yourself in the yard. They
Because you
don't
know
care.
when I think about James, because I'm thinking extremes obviously.
Yeah.
But like if you think about it, James Bolton, whatever.
I can't hear you in the headphones anymore.
It must be. I'm step on the right.
We're still working on it.
Let me hear you guys. Yusuf, say something.
Yo.
Yeah, I can hear
Nation.
you. Yeah, I think it's still working. Yeah. No, I can't hear you, but it
But
should be still working.
extreme.
Should be.
Can I hear you talk, Esther?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's not really her.
No.
Testing
Take
1,
out
2,
your-
1,
That's
2.
that's not stepping out of the mic.
Take out your thing and put it back in.
Hello. Okay, yeah. Yes, I feel like, so I'm thinking of extreme cases. Think about like the James Bolger kids, yeah, or that kid, whatever.
Those terrorists.
They're 10. They were 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 years old.
Yeah.
And you could do such evil. Some kids are just
Yeah.
bad from the womb. It's mad.
Those cases, of course, those are extreme cases, isn't it? Like, those
Oof.
kids need to get put somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I do think when it comes to truancy, like you can't, because I remember there was a girl in my school, yeah. She, like our head of year would have to go to her house every morning to get her for school.
Yeah.
And her mum could not control this. She would throw chairs at her mum and do all sorts, like bully her mum. And the school had to literally get involved with it. That's how bad some kids are.
Yeah, that baby's no good.
This was in
man.
year 10.
That baby's no good. Dash it away, man. God, listen, you've got a fresh egg every month and thing, you know. You can make new ones.
But the thing is, yeah, the thing is,
I'm not
who's
doing
the-
this for you today.
Every month, you know. Every month without fail.
Question.
Fresh egg, you know.
Man said,
Question.
cook it up.
Cook it up.
When a child is misbehaving at a young age, yeah, who's to blame? Is it the parents?
No, sometimes it's just the
Sometimes-
devil. Sometimes the
No,
devil.
no.
Sometimes the devil just
Yeah,
got in
I
there.
would say-
I think it depends on what they're doing, right? But let's just say you've got a very rude, dismissive, sassy child who has just behavioral
Yeah.
issues, right? Do you ever look at yourself and think maybe it's me? Because if your child's 5, 6, 7 years old and they're misbehaving from the inception, like, remember, kids are sponges, innit?
What are you looking at me for?
They're
am I looking at you,
soaking.
bro?
They're soaking
Why are you looking at
in.
me
Why am I
for?
looking at you, bro?
What's wrong with my kid?
Can you stop interrupting Yusuf?
No, you're interrupting me first and foremost.
Sorry, sir.
Kids are sponges, innit?
Right.
They soak up everything they see,
Yeah.
hear.
My kid's not
behaviour,
rude. He
mannerisms.
just acts like me. There's a difference.
Yusuf said,
No, I haven't seen Marcus
Use
Child.
that beef.
I haven't seen Marcus Child misbehave.
Do you know what it is?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Do you know what it is? I feel like even if they're
Brent's
at the
first
age,
interaction with him, you see him, he came in on smoke. There was no like warm up or nothing.
what did you do, Brent? You didn't say.
I don't want to.
Oh wow, scarred the kid, scarred the guy. Do you know what it is? I feel like when they're that young, yeah, I feel like the parents are to blame. But I do believe that there's something in our genes, our DNA. I don't know what the scientific word is that actually makes up who we are as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe it's just all. Because some kids as well, some kids are so cunning. Yeah, no one teaches kids how to lie. Oh, no one teaches kids how to lie. No one teaches them how to be cunning, how to be sneaky. And the kids know, like even at a very, very young age, you see them, they know they're doing wrong, and you see them try to hide it. They've never seen you do wrong and hide it though.
Yeah.
Because it's like when you like my niece, for example, when she was a baby, when she was like 3 or whatever, she would like sneak upstairs and like just be disrupting things.
Yeah.
And like, do you know what I mean? Like you think is that when you then what are you doing? And they hide it. Like, oh, nothing.
Yeah.
No one teaches them that. They've never seen an adult be cunning in that way and do it. So I feel like there is something within each person that makes them that way. So it's not always the parents are to blame, because some kids as well,
Sin.
they are on the it's sin. I was gonna say that the Bible says that, because you know, in some kids, they do everything they know their parents want them to do in the parents' face. When they go to their cousin's house, then they really act bad. Do you get me? But when they come back to their parents, they're like, oh no, I'm not doing anything. Do you get me?
It's that learned behavior though.
No, I don't believe it is.
I think a lot of the time, we think a kid just picks certain things up, but there's a big chunk of their life that we're not there. And that's when they're at nursery, when they're at primary school, they're learning from other terrorists. You know what I'm saying? Those terrorists have terrorist parents.
Yeah, but you got traits in you that are like that we have that could pass down to your kids, and your kids don't know how to deal with them. That's why probably Brent looked at me. So my you, it's not about being rude. He has my traits.
Yeah.
So imagine a little kid thinking he can act like me, say what he wants, do what he wants when he wants, kind of thing. You know what I'm trying to say? That, and that's not necessarily being rude. This is but obviously then it's my job to teach him when you're allowed to act like that.
I've always struggled with this notion, right? But if I'm wrong, correct me, right? Our personality traits, characteristics passed down through DNA.
Must be, because I've seen it. Like
I've actually seen it.
No, I'm saying, is that an actual fact?
I don't know, but I've seen it enough times though, and like.
But sometimes
I don't know if it's
human beings just display the same characteristics. It doesn't mean that this was passed down through DNA.
Okay, let me tell you why. Let me tell you what I've seen it.
I don't know.
My mum obviously raised me.
Yeah.
And my mum's hands on with my boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So the comparison, there's things that she can see that I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And it's not, he's only 3. It's not, I ain't taught him, it's not about taught him nothing. It's not like I've got behaviours that he's copying and patterns. There's things that's installed in him. And she's saying it's uncanny.
Yeah, I've seen someone who, like a kid who's had no dealings with the biological parent, have traits of the biological parent. As in, they've been raised by a different family, like a different, and they have traits from the biological parent. So it can only be explained DNA and stuff.
You could pick 100 strangers 100%. And the kid will have similarities to those strangers as well, because human beings all share the same characteristics. You could pick anyone and say, oh yeah, you're stubborn just like your father. Well, your uncle's stubborn. My next door neighbour's stubborn too. So is my it's true. My friends at work are also stubborn. Yeah. It's like, where do you draw the line? Like, how do we know for a fact that this stubbornness that you display is actually passed down from your father?
I really do believe that, you know.
You know what I mean? It's hard for me to sometimes comprehend, because
it's given
everyone has all the same shit.
No, but some things I will say, because I believe in generational curses, but I don't believe in that generational curses being like a thing of like something extreme. I believe it can be like even with laziness. I believe you can pass laziness on from generation to generation. Yeah. I believe there's certain characteristics and like certain traits you can pass on. And I just believe, I don't know, it just gets in there somehow.
Because I haven't displayed that amount of stubbornness around my youth. They haven't seen that level of stubbornness. The things that I used to do when I was a child, I don't do now. So he hasn't seen me do it. So how can he go and do the exact same things I was doing when I was a baby, and then talking about he learned it off me? I'm not moving like that. What do you mean he learned it off me? When's he going to see me moving like that? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, I think they are. I think, bro, DNA is wild. You get me? There's different traits, and like what Esther was saying, there's people like who've never had no upbringing, no thing around their biological parents, and you get me?
Biological parents are in there, boy.
I don't know. I don't know if personality traits are actually like do they exist within DNA strands? I don't know.
I believe so, you know.
Okay.
Because I believe that
The thing is, do we believe so? Because obviously these are things we can actually check. These
That's
are
true,
not
yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
Scientists
This isn't
estimate that 20 to 60% of temperament is determined by genetics.
Okay.
Temperament, however, does not have a clear pattern of inheritance, and there are not specific genes that confer specific temperamental traits. This is straight in from our researchers.
yeah.
That'll do it.
20 to 60%. 60% is a lot, bro.
That's a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very high.
But again, so basically, even based on them stats and based on what everyone's saying here, because it seems like even though you're kind of saying things in different ways, you're pretty much all saying the responsibility should be on the parent.
I think it should be.
Yeah,
up until a certain point. Yeah.
yeah, I think I agree with up until a certain point.
Am I think okay? If you can put it into a percentage, what is that point it should be up to?
To me, it depends on the age. It depends on even you can use a school system. You can say, okay, cool. From primary school up until year 11 is the parents' responsibility. When
Cool.
the child is 17 onwards,
Yeah.
then it should be that child's responsibility.
When does child benefit stop?
18, I believe. No?
18.
I think
Yeah.
isn't it
21?
16 now?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
16. Serious?
No, so I think that's the age you can get married. Yeah, I think maybe 8. I think 18.
No, they raised that recently.
Oh, did they?
Like maybe yesterday or something. To 18.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, where did it start or begin? Because if you, 'cause obviously for me, it starts from from birth, and you gotta raise your child in the correct manner. Standards, morals, all that stuff, innit? If you try your hardest to raise your child to a certain degree, and by the time they're 18, it still hasn't worked,
Yeah.
and you send them to school and they're bunking off school, that's not your responsibility anymore.
Even anymore. Okay, cool.
You know what I mean? Anymore, like
Okay, but watch this though, yeah. Up to 18, right? You're still getting child benefit, right?
yeah.
If you're saying up to a certain point, you're saying 100% is it 100% the parent's responsibility up to the age of 18? You're saying?
I think it wanes as the child gets older.
Okay,
So,
cool.
for example, in primary school, it is, in my opinion, 100% the parent's responsibility.
Okay.
The
Once
kid can't be bunking in primary school. If the kid's not
Yeah.
in primary school, it's got to be your fault.
Once we go
What do
into-
you mean, lad? Bunk? Primary school?
Yeah.
Truancy? What?
once we
crazy.
Can't even spell truancy.
once we start going
You know what I'm
into secondary school, the older they get,
Yeah.
my responsibility starts to wane the older they get.
Okay, so obviously it's hard to do it, right?
Yeah.
But let's take it from year 7 to 13. So to college, right? End of college. Yeah.
The 11 to are you talking about year 13?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So let's just say that's up
Yeah.
to 18, right? So when you get to 18, what percentage? I know it's hard, but
Yeah.
what type of percentage would you say is the parent's responsibility?
At 18 years old, I'm giving you a young 10%, man. I'm
The
sorry.
kids go.
Serious?
Kids go and go school
At 18.
Yeah.
The kids go school at 18 now.
Yeah, college.
Yeah, it's compulsory now to 18. Education.
Sorry,
is compulsory.
16 to 17. Yeah, 18, you didn't go into
Listen, you know,
uni,
in
innit?
college,
We're not talking about. This ain't the same for college kids as well, is it?
No, so now college
This-
is
Oh, I was gonna say.
is mandatory.
I'm only saying that because I think
What do you
in
mean?
college you still get child benefit.
Okay.
I think it's up to 18 or 21.
how much involvement did our parents have in our lives at 18 in regards to like schooling?
But they've done enough groundwork prior to
Where
No, I
you
know,
take-
I
you
know.
take- yeah, you
No,
take
no.
the lead now.
That's what I'm saying. So at 18, isn't control relinquished to you? Like,
Yeah, I guess to some degree, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I left my house every day. I left my house every day. My parents didn't have to say, "Oh, where you going?" or
Yeah.
Did you go to college today? Did you go? No, because they done the groundwork to
This
where
is
they
what
know
I'm
their
saying.
son is a responsible
Yeah.
human being who's going to college. They don't have to check in with me.
Precisely. And this is basically the point I'm getting.
Yeah.
at, that your parents did the groundwork to make sure you behave like a proper citizen.
Yeah.
Right? So if your parents didn't do
Mm-hmm.
it and that resulted in you maybe bunking off school and things like that
Yeah.
nature, surely it's their responsibility. And if we want to try and prevent that, because every
Yeah.
child should be at school,
Yeah,
there needs to be something there like to that really hits the parent to make them say, you know what, no, I need to care enough.
But that's what the fines are for.
Yeah.
You have to. I
Yeah.
don't think they should take away the child benefit.
But what's the difference?
But that's the thing, though. I don't know. I don't know. There isn't really a difference. But I think they should. I think the fine is a better thing. I think with the fine as well, there's you got strikes.
Okay.
With the child benefit, I don't want any excuse not to pay people and just say, well, okay, well, your child didn't go to school one time and that's that.
This is
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
You see, Benefit Britain. Yeah, they've created a whole generation of people that just want to sit back and just take, and it's not
Facts.
fair to like paint everybody with the same brush. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but chances are by now the majority of them are doing that. The state funded stuff, they just take all the money, take this, don't have to pay for nothing, and at the end of the day, yeah, it's unsustainable. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and they've got
up, boy.
yeah, like, it's unsustainable. Like, and you're gonna have to. So you're gonna. If I need you to move, I'm gonna have to touch your pockets where it matters, your benefits in it. So if you don't make these kids come to school, your benefits taking a hit. And the way you are using this money and relying on this money and not caring about nothing else and don't want to work and you're gonna pattern up and make sure your kids go to school so your money ain't affected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Especially in this day and age, cost of living, crap, all this nonsense.
Yeah.
The money is where it's gonna affect people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? People that are struggling and got bad kids, obviously it's not them, but you're just gonna get caught up in the fog. I don't know what you want to do. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's gotta be linear across the board. This is just the rules.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, somebody's got to shovel the shit. If you get caught up in it, it's sad for you. But I feel, I don't know the numbers, but just the way this country's set up and the way people are, I would assume the majority of them are taking the piss. You know what I'm trying to say? So they what are they gonna? They have to do. You got to be able to do something. They got to be able to do something. And it definitely lies. The responsibility definitely lies with the parents.
Well, the NAHT, I don't know what that stands for, but basically it's a union that represents school leaders, right? They condemned the suggestion, and they said it's likely to be counterproductive. The General Secretary, Paul Whiteman, said it's very hard to see how co-signing children to poverty and starvation will improve their school attendance. Persistent absence can only be successfully tackled by offering help, not punishment. What do you take of what he said?
I don't know, man. It's too softly. That softly approach don't help no one, man.
Yeah, and the Lib Dem education spokesperson, Munira Wilson, she said, I believe it's a she, said that if Michael Gove thinks the solution to encourage children back to school is to impoverish them, then he is living in a different century.
I mean, these people ain't militant enough, man.
This is,
You got to be wicked. There's consequences for actions. You got to be wicked, and it's linear across the board.
Yes.
And everybody's gonna get treated like this. And this, if you think it's so unfair, you lot might start policing each other.
Facts.
As a community. You might start helping each other to make sure, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like, let's
Yeah.
repercussions. That's it. This is it. It's cold. That's
100%.
it. That's the line. We're drawing it here, man. If you don't do this, this is gonna happen. That's it. Really caring about all this extra stuff. Do the thing then.
Yeah.
I hear that, to be fair.
And I think it's fair across the board. Obviously, again, some people are going to be at a disadvantage and some people are going to be affected by that. But I think that in the name of fairness and in order to get the results that you want, hard stance, man. You get me?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I'm in favour of dictatorship, man, because sometimes you've got to make the decisions that are for the benefit of the people, even though the people don't understand it. You get me? I'll make the tough calls.
Facts, man. Hey, for real. Well, speaking of dictatorships and stuff,
Mate. Sad day.
the next headline, we'll get into that. So our next headline, as Madame Esther says, it's a sad day.
It's a sad day.
We'll get into why it's a sad day. But Nigeria has elected its president. For those who are interested. Mark, did you vote?
I was going to vote for Deji.
Well, Love Island, did you?
I didn't know the candidates. I just said the name and thought it was hopefully it was going to stick. I was just hoping it was going to stick. Okay, no Dejis involved. Certain people.
Yeah, for Semitism or whatever it is, whatever the word you said was. I said there's bound to be a Deji. Nigeria.
Well, Nigeria's ruling party candidate, Bola Tinubu, was on Wednesday, today, declared winner of the weekend presidential election by the Electoral Commission after defeating two of his closest rivals. Again, you remember when you read the headline? It said, oh, we'll be done by 10 a.m.
It didn't. It was nowhere near.
Nowhere near.
Because you know what's because Brent said, yeah, oh, so we're up now. I said, no.
Exactly.
It depends. I said, it's Nigeria. You never know what could happen. 2 days later,
2 days later.
they tell people in the thief when people are sleeping as well. Gosh.
So yeah, man. So
Country,
Tinubu's victory extends the ruling of the APC, which is the All Progressives Congress party's grip on on power in Africa's top oil producer and most populous nation, though he inherits a litany of problems from the current president, Muhammadu Buhari, who's also of APC. Nigeria's new president-elect defended the integrity of the election and called on citizens to unite around him after a bitter dispute over results opposition parties have said are flawed. This is what he said, right? He said, I'm very happy I've been elected the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is a serious mandate. I hereby accept it. The former governor of commercial hub Lagos polled 8.79 million votes ahead of main opposition challenger Atiku Abubakar, who got 6.98 million votes. Peter Obi was the outside popular candidate with the younger voters who garnered 6.1 million votes. He did well though, to be fair.
Yeah, he did well.
I didn't think he would do this well. So
He did well
Yeah.
because his stats. Anyway, do you know what
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
talk
get
about?
into-
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So Nigerian electoral law says that a candidate can win just by getting more votes than their rivals, obviously, right? But also, they need to get 25% of the vote in at least 2/3 of the 36 states. So they need to get, in addition to having most votes in the entire country,
Yeah.
right? They also need to get at least 25% of 24 of the 36 states in Nigeria, right? Including the capital as well, Abuja, which Tinubu also managed to do. So Tinubu is 70 years old, Atiku is 76, and both of them are seen as traditional politicians representing Nigeria's established political elite. Obi is 62 and he's considered a reformist who has reached across the country's fault lines to woo voters from all communities and ran a slick social media campaign to attract the young. With the president, Muhammadu Buhari, stepping down, many Nigerians hoped Saturday's vote would open the way to a leader able to tackle insecurity, ease economic malaise, and manage poverty in their West African state. The voting was mostly peaceful, but was troubled by long delays at many polling stations, while technical hitches disrupted the uploading of results to a central website, which also fueled concerns over vote rigging. On Tuesday, Nigeria's main opposition parties called for the presidential election to be scrapped, right? Alleging that results showing the ruling party's candidate in the lead had been manipulated. Election officials said that the results had been fully authenticated. You know what I'm trying to say? And government loyalists accused of the opposition of fomenting lawlessness and anarchy. However, international observers have also criticized Saturday's vote, which was largely peaceful despite expectations of widespread chaos and violence. A team of observers led by Joyce Banda, who is the former president of Malawi, said that delays on voting day, which led to many polling stations opening hours late, meant the election fell well short of Nigerian citizens' reasonable expectations. An EU mission said the failures reduced trust in the process and challenged the right to vote. Speaking on Wednesday, today, Tinubu said the lapses that were reported, they were relatively few in number and were immaterial to affect the final outcome of the election. Nigeria is contending with multiple intersecting crises, including economic turmoil, extremism, and criminality affecting much of the country. In recent weeks, an effort to replace almost all Nigeria's banknotes, in part to reduce the widespread practice of vote buying, has caused massive economic disruption and much anger. However, analysts point out that 7 elections have been held in succession and some Nigerian democratic institutions are growing stronger. That none of the main candidates are former military officers, which is a first for a Nigerian poll, is also viewed as an achievement. So some people are saying there is some progression here. But yeah, what's your thoughts?
I think this is some bullshit. I actually did not think he was going to win, you know.
I knew he was going to win, you know.
But do you know what's mad is that, so this is what I was saying about Peter Obi's, about his stats, right? His stats. I feel like his, for the most part, is genuine. But what they had to do was, I don't believe Tinubu won. His votes, his numbers are rigged. Because when I was looking at like certain states or whatever, his would like be like, just, whenever he would win, it'd be like just a few that he's won by. Or like, if Peter Obi's won, it's like a few. Do you get what I mean? They never made it extremely obvious that that the votes were being rigged, basically. But I just think it's embarrassing. It's horrible. And I know people are saying, you know, they're going to go down the court way. But when Buhari got elected as well, that's what they did. He was taken to court. And for 2 years, nothing happened. And that's that. Do you get what I mean? So
Yeah.
someone even said, you guys keep saying about, oh, they're going to take it to court, they're going to take it to court. They said, this is the court. And they had a picture. You know, like when you outside of a court, you have a statue, some kind of law. And please, Emman, why is it leaning on a piece of stick to hold it up? But it's horrible, man. It's horrible. And someone was like, oh yeah, but what if I saw someone tweeting like, what if he surprises you guys with what? Like, at the end of the day, this is what I saw another girl say, which is facts on facts on facts, evidenced by Buhari's stupid behavior. She was like, I don't want a president that's so old that he's gonna need to be flying out of the country to get medical treatment, and that's what they always do. That's what all of them always do. They don't invest in the country, so they can't turn to anything in any hospitals, anything in the country. So they always fly out and catch flights to go and get a dental checkup. This is what they do, and this man is ill. He's dying.
And I think
Can't even stand up straight properly.
Yeah, and I think that's the main thing because, to be fair, I don't think 70's old, but it's not the oldest. But he's ill, like you're saying.
He's ill.
That's what makes it worse.
And all these presidents they always have some kind of stupid illness. But Harry was ill as well. They always have I feel like we need young people, and that's why Peter Obi would have been perfect for it. But again, I spoke about it when you went here about the tribalism in Nigeria anyway. Where people think because Tinubu is Yoruba, I'll vote for Yoruba. Because Peter Obi is Igbo, then that means he's for the Igbo people. It doesn't work that way.
No.
It's
But
sad.
It's been that way for years, though.
That's it. That's the thing.
It's not gonna
Yeah.
change.
I don't see anything changing. I don't see him coming in there and shocking everybody. He's still a thief. He literally owns Lagos. He owns Lagos. He was out of power for many years and he still owns Lagos. That man ain't do nothing.
But Esther, yeah. To be fair, though, unless I've got my information wrong,
Yeah.
Peter Obi won Lagos.
Yeah, he did. He
Which
did.
is crazy.
Which is crazy. So you're telling me, the person who is known as the person who owns Lagos did not even win where he's from.
This is it.
But he won other ones to then be president.
Yeah.
It's a shame because the legal system in Nigeria anyway is not one to go by. For it to be a case where this will be contested and we will get some results next month. He's gonna do it full time unless
100%.
unless death strikes him. He meets death first. But
Yeah.
it's such a shame. It's so sad. And I think one thing that was impressive was how much young people really came out. Like they showed up and showed out. Even the woman that cut her eye and had to go to the hospital. She came back.
Yeah.
She came back with a bandage on her eye and said, "I'm still gonna vote." Do you get me? Despite the threatenings and the violence and stealing ballot all the foolishness that they did, people still showed up and showed out. But it must be so I can't imagine how they feel
It's not right, man.
to feel that you're finally gonna get that change, especially after NSARS. This was gonna be finally we get some kind of change. It's so sad, man. It's really really sad. And I know that people in diaspora keep saying, "Oh, Nigeria's done," and people just need to leave. You're speaking from a place of privilege. I've seen that on my on my Insta stories a few times. You're speaking from a place of privilege. People don't get to just up and leave the way you were able to. This is people's reality. It makes me really really sad for them. It makes me really really sad.
I think also they need to.
It's horrible, man.
I'm not sure if you spoke about or will speak about Burna Boy.
I'm gonna speak about. Well, actually, we can talk about it now because it wasn't on my wedding road. I couldn't bother. Yeah, I just.
Well,
Ask him about it.
for those unaware, basically, Burna Boy was getting criticised because he refused to talk about the elections, right?
Yeah.
And talk about voting at
Yeah.
all. People were really going for him, man.
They were tearing the singlets.
He refused to, or he just doesn't do that.
He just doesn't do it.
That's not a part of who he is. His brand and
No. His brand though is speaking about politics and stuff. Like you see, all the songs everyone sings to
Thank you.
Okay.
on the low, the gbese. Every single song he does has political messages behind it.
Yeah.
So basically, people were like, "You've built your career off doing this," because that's what Fela did, and he obviously
Okay.
Fela's is like Godfather and all that kind of stuff. But you've done this, and when the elections are coming here, you're not even gonna speak up and tell people to go out and vote. But the thing is, I understand where he's coming from because what it is with Nigerians, So I love the Nollywood actresses and stuff.
Quickly though,
Yeah, go on.
is Burna Boy's rhetoric of politics is it just surface level then? It might be.
No.
Or do you think he actually has knowledge, believes, has a stance, or does he just do it because it's whatever? You know what I mean?
I think he's got knowledge and he actually got knowledge. He's actually got knowledge and I feel like he does his studies. He knows a lot. I learnt stuff from his music.
Okay.
Like when you watch the videos, the ones that have the little monologue at the start.
Yeah.
They teach you Nigerian Nigerian facts.
I'm just checking if there's substance behind.
No, there's definitely
what he
substance.
does, as opposed to just being surface level.
But Esther, though, I think maybe we need to make a little distinction because, like you're rightly saying, because obviously he was using
Let me get
a lot
his
of
tweet up.
clips.
Sorry,
Yeah, he
carry
was
on.
getting a lot of clips, right? Talking about the history of Nigeria. Basically, the contributing components that's made Nigeria what it is today.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily think he cares about the politics of today.
That's what
You know
I'm
what
thinking.
saying?
Yeah.
And that was pretty much his argument. He was basically saying, I don't care about none of them. I'm not taking bribes from none of them. I don't represent none of them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be telling you to go and vote. You should know to vote anyway. You know what I'm saying?
But when you say
Why
doesn't-
should you need me?
But when you say he doesn't care about today,
Yeah.
that's what he's not backing anybody today, but he calls out what the politics is today. So
Today.
I wouldn't say it's that he
That's
doesn't
true.
care about today. It's just that, because basically what people want is for him to say, do you know what? I stand behind Tinubu.
Okay.
So essentially you're kind of influence your followers to do, which is mad. Because
Or-
over here, you shouldn't even be doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's what a lot of like the celebrities have been doing, basically, at home.
Okay.
So he was like, I'm not going to feed into this whole thing that you guys want me to do. So basically, this is what he said. He said, I don't know why it's such a big deal to some Nigerians that have not been vocal about the elections. Personally, I don't have a candidate that I believe in. I've never supported any political party or candidate in my life because I don't want to make you vote and then blame me when the person fucks up as usual. That being said, I hope all vote counts and the best man wins. And then someone said, so someone, he must have got a DM and someone said something about, something about the new African giant and you know people can't spell. It stresses me out. So basically something about like the African giant we looked up to, so don't try to justify your reason of not being vocal in this election. Like there's a reason why you called yourself the African giant, speak up kind of thing. And he was like, if it's who will show you who to vote for, you're looking for, please look up to someone else. And I feel like that is where he's saying that I don't care about all of that stuff, because that's what a lot of celebrities have been doing.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, again, they're singers rightfully torn as well. But that's the thing, because a lot of them collect bribes and then they're now on that, like the campaign. Like I know like some, what's her name? Eniola Badma, she's a Nollywood actress. Toyin Abraham, this is what they do. Like they were on Tinubu's side, right? But they will be going to political rallies. You're an actress. What are you doing here? But I guess kind of, what's her name? What's that woman that lost to Trump? Clinton, Hillary Clinton.
yeah.
She did the same because I saw K Michelle on some of her rallies
That's
and
what I'm
stuff.
saying. And we
But
saw
I feel-
rappers here doing it for Corbyn and
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah. But he said, I've never made money from any Nigerian government and I never took any house, land or money from any governor. I've never been appointed into public office and I never intend to be. All the good I do for my country comes from my heart, pockets, time and emotions. It's not for social media validation and it's definitely not because I owe anybody. I say I know votes, make everybody get out. But my thing is, I don't know, I feel like when it comes to stuff like this, I'm not in the... I don't like when people do the whole, I'm going to call out this celebrity, you haven't spoken about Black Lives Matter, you haven't done this. Sometimes people don't have the range. But also with Burna Boy, I do think Burna Boy has the range. But again, it's all corruption. So why am I going to do that? And especially because people are looking to him to tell them who to vote for. Then when it doesn't work out like it never does, they'll be like, well, you told us this. Because they've done it before.
But why-
He said that. He was like, sorry, he said when I talk about someone before in the past, the person didn't work out. You were in my DMs fighting me. So I'm not doing it again kind of thing.
But why are people? So now, why are people looking to Burna Boy though to know who to vote for?
It's mad.
Like you're looking to Burna Boy for your political takes, for your.
But-
I don't understand.
But they do that's nationwide. That's what people do with public figures.
But I don't think he should be blamed. I think it's people who are looking to Burna Boy
Yeah.
to be their spokesperson for politics are the problem here, not Burna Boy.
But they will never do that. Because remember when BLM was like when the whole BLM thing, George Floyd stuff happened here, and influencers and like celebrities were being called out by the masses. You haven't said anything about it. You haven't said. Why do you need this? Like, why do you need Kevin Hart to come out and say this is disgusting when we all know it's disgusting?
Yeah.
For you to then believe, like,
Exactly.
would that make you believe it's more disgusting? Like, what's the thought process? I get where he's coming from, just because it is a thing of. Because when you think about, like, I think the whole stan culture, I personally think is worse in like countries where there isn't much wealth. Like I personally think is worse there. Do you get what I mean? When you see, like, you can't tweet like, oh, I don't think Made in Lagos was a good album, and they're not cooking you in your thing. Like, it's mad. The stan culture over there is wild. So I can see why he's like, he recognizes that and is like, no. Because again, remember what did they do to Burna Boy not too long ago? Was it in Ghana or something? Something like a show or something like that, and they were cussing him out on whatever. It was a whole thing. Oh yeah, I think he was late for a show and whatever it is. So again, the same people that want you to speak up about something, when that thing doesn't then go the way they want it to go, they'll be the same ones to crucify you. I get where he's coming from, but I do also get what people are saying, that you've built your entire career off speaking about politics and speaking about injustices and stuff. I think he could have at least said, everybody go out and vote.
I think that was the main cry. Of,
Yeah.
The ones who were really articulating themselves, right?
Yeah.
I think that was their main cry, that you should at least talk about the elections. You know what I'm saying? Tell people to go out and, be heard.
I think that matters. I think that matters also.
Yeah.
If your voice can carry to homes and to ears that don't normally receive it, then why not?
Yeah.
Right? If you can encourage the youth to go out and actually do something, knowing full well that your platform is as powerful as that, especially if it is that you're talking about how unfair and how unjust and how corrupt the nation which is that you are from is, then why not? I understand that.
I hear that, and I was going to say that as well in regards to the youth, but then you say that he doesn't believe in any of these candidates. So if he doesn't believe in any candidates, then he doesn't need to say go out and vote, because vote for who? According to him, vote for who?
Because I feel like he feels the way a lot of Nigerians feel, where it's like it's not going to make a difference.
Yeah.
And again, like seeing the result, knowing the results now, nothing's going to change. Like, so I feel like he's operating from that point of they're all thieves.
Yeah.
They're all no one is honest. No one is actually going to bring about change. What is the point? Because look at that. I feel like this is in the history from what a lot of people are saying. This is like the most turnout we've ever had in terms of like even old people were showing up and showing out. And look at that. Again, the people didn't win what they wanted to. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
It
It's
sounded
sad.
as though you guys were kind of saying that Peter Obi might have been a possible change maker. No?
I think it would have been a possible change. You never know, because sometimes people present.
100%.
Buhari presented as a change maker, especially because he'd been there before. And when he was there, it was like under military rule. So it was a case of apparently Nigeria was the best. My mom says that Nigeria was at its best when it was under military rule. So when Buhari came back, that was one of the things that he got people to trust him over.
Yeah.
Then he came and started giving everything free to Northerners because he does that. But so I feel like Peter B looked like the best, especially because the other two Agbayas, they've been there before.
Yeah.
You've been there before. Like, you're old men. Sit down.
Yeah.
It's mad, man.
And it doesn't mean been presidents before, by the way. It just means
Like, you've
high
been,
position governors.
Tinubu was a
vice
governor.
president and things like
What was
that.
that tickle? Was it governor or
Yeah, it was
president?
vice. It was vice to
Vice.
Obasanjo.
Yes, that's it. It was vice. He was a vice president.
Yeah.
This one was the governor of the whole of Lagos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What more do you want? Like, you're old men.
makes no
Sit
sense.
down.
I think if any adult, any grown up has anything to say to Burna Boy, then to me it should be about him preaching to the youth,
Yeah.
the people who are influenced by him and look up to him, like kids. Kids are who are
Yeah.
old enough to vote. Because Burna Boy shouldn't be influencing adults, but
That's it.
maybe he can influence children. So I keep saying children, but
like younger
young
people, yeah.
to go out and vote.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't believe in any candidates in this particular election, then he has the right to keep quiet.
100%. Yeah. But I guess it's one of those things where it's like, cool. I don't necessarily believe in any of these guys, but you guys
Trust me.
may.
Someone said, "Where's Wizkid?"
No,
Someone
but
said, "Where is Wizkid?"
yeah, but Wizkid never really
That's why he was telling you guys to suck, not necessarily, you know.
exactly. You know what I mean? He wasn't talking about politics and stuff like that,
Yeah.
innit? But it's one of those things.
It is a shame. It's very sad, you know. Like, I can't imagine. Like, the unemployment rate is so high. Like, young people graduate from uni and there's no prospect of a job. Like, it's like same day different shit every single day of your life. Like, you actually don't know where the hope is going to come from. I can't imagine. That's so horrible.
Sad. I think what they say, because I was listening to it today. I think 93 or 94 million people voted.
Look at that.
But again, there needs to be a lot more, man, because Nigeria is what 200 million people in the country. You know what I mean? But obviously, not all of them can vote. But yeah, we'll see what happens, man.
It's horrible, man.
For some reason, maybe this is me being very naive, but
Yeah.
I just feel like he's gonna do a better job than Buhari,
Yeah.
because Tinubu at least is a businessman. Buhari is not a businessman. Buhari is just was a military guy who wanted power. Obviously, I'm generalizing here, and just wanted power again and again.
Yeah.
But Buhari, Tinubu, he's a thinker. He's much more of a thinker. You know what I'm saying? Corrupt, cool, but still a thinker. So he may put certain things into place to at least boost the economy, because the economy is crap right now. Everything Buhari said APC were going to do, they've done nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anyway, next headline is about China, and they accuse the US of overreacting because they've told their federal employees to remove TikTok from their government-issued phones. Yeah, man. So, a spokesperson for China's foreign ministry accused the US of abusing state power to suppress foreign firms. Spokesperson or spokeswoman Mao Ning told reporters during the news briefing on Tuesday that we firmly oppose those wrong actions. She said the US government should respect the principles of market economy and fair competition, stop suppressing the companies and provide an open, fair and non-discriminatory environment for foreign companies in the US. She also added, how unsure of yourself can the world's top superpower like the US be to fare young people's favorite app like that? Sending shots, man. Western officials have become increasingly concerned about the popular video sharing app, which is owned by a Chinese firm by the name of ByteDance. However, Australia said it had not received any advice from its intelligence services, recommending that it follows the examples of the US, the EU, and Canada. TikTok has faced allegations that it harvests users' data and hands it to the Chinese government, with some intelligence agencies worried that sensitive information could be exposed when the app is downloaded to government devices. The company insists it operates no differently to other social media companies and says it would never comply with an order to transfer data. On Monday, the US Office of Management and Budget Director Shalanda Young told agencies they had to scrub the app from all state-issued phones to protect confidential data. The agency said the guidance marked a critical step forward in addressing the risks presented by the app to sensitive government data. Some federal officers, including the White House and Departments of Defense, Homeland Security, and State, have already banned TikTok from all of their devices. And that's the end of the headlines.
Thank you very much. Word on road. Okay, word on road. So Courtney Cox, who played Monica on Friends, she got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Really, really cute. And she also, and Rachel, well, I say Rachel, but I'll call them by the character names. Rachel and Phoebe, so Jennifer Aniston and Lisa Kudrow. They were also in attendance, and in a little speech beforehand, Jennifer Aniston said to be friends with Courtney is to be family with Courtney, and she is responsible for all of that from the beginning. When we met her, she was immediately inclusive, warm, loving, interested in everything about you, and I was really nervous to meet her because I was a huge fan. And then Lisa Kudrow, she said Courtney's influence really set us up to become one of the closest, most loving and supportive casts in, I'll say, the history of television. And yeah, so congratulations to her. I think it's really, really cool that she got a Walk of Fame star. Yeah, it's really cute. So it said that was really good news. And then also, so Ed Sheeran is currently in Australia doing a show. And he did a surprise show at Melbourne's Children's Hospital. And I just thought that was very, very wholesome to do. I'm sure the kids appreciated it. And yeah, I just thought that was very wholesome to report on. So my page is loading for some reason, so I'm just going to skip that. Congratulations to him. And then also, Vanessa Bryant. So remember, she took the LA County to court because some of the sheriffs were looking at sending along the pictures of Kobe Bryant and Gigi's body and stuff like that. The scene, basically. And she's won. So they will be paying her and her daughters nearly $30 million in a settlement, which I think is a good win. I know they were suing someone else, and I reported on that as well. I can't remember who that was. But yeah, so so she's won her case against the LA County sheriffs as well, which I just think is absolutely amazing. Yeah, so I love that. I love that for her. And hopefully, I'm glad she just went down this route, man, because it's just stuff like that is wild, man. Very, very tragic and very traumatic. That's the word I'm looking for. Very traumatic. So yeah, that happened. And then also, I saw this very interesting thing online, and I wanted to ask you guys' opinion, what you guys would do in a situation. So basically, so before I even read you guys the situation, if you guys, say you guys met someone, you fell in love with them, right?
I think I saw this.
Couldn't believe it.
Go on.
So say you met somebody and you absolutely fell in love with them, you're ready to get married now. And then you find out that you are actually siblings.
Wow.
What are you doing? Are you ending the relationship?
But give him the full context of this story, though.
Okay, let me give you the context of this story. Right. So basically, this guy tweeted it. He said, announcement, we've been struggling how to tell people this, but after much counselling and the support of our loved ones, we think it's best to be honest. After taking a DNA test, they're already married. My husband and I discovered that we have the same biological father. We are half brothers. We were profoundly shocked, but after prayer and re-evaluating our love, we've decided that we are going to stay together. Some would say it is incest.
Wait, sorry, we have brothers.
Yeah. There's two.
Wait, so they're gay?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening.
Straightening.
Sorry.
The thing is, Can you send- can
Wait,
you
wait,
send
wait.
the
Let me
article?
read the last. Let me read the last
Alright, go on,
line.
go on.
So he said some would say it's incest.
It's not.
We say it's love.
Yes, love.
Can you put the picture? Because the main caveat for me is they look like twins.
Let me.
and
Yeah. Let me.
foremost.
Can I airdrop it to you, Brent?
Yes, please.
They look alike.
I thought me and Mark was bad, you know.
As in, what do you mean?
Just,
I don't think what Brent said was
No,
was
it's
crazy.
not.
It's just a little whatever.
alright.
If you meet a man
Hold on.
who looks kind of just like
Like
you,
Like.
you know what I mean? To me, that's the first thing to question. Right, me and you look really alike, you know? Like, who's your
Sorry,
father?
one sec.
Like, ask some questions, man.
Like literally. I feel like they even like ghetto twins.
They look bare alike.
Oh, the black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got it, Brent? Brent, have you got it?
You got it?
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me put it up.
It's just.
They look very much like, yeah.
Like, very much like
we're definitely brothers.
we go
Like,
together.
yeah.
Oh, that's not even the full picture, is it? That was
There's
a
a picture
screenshot.
of both their faces together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can send the actual one.
So, Margs, you meet a young lady. You guys are 2 years into your relationship, and then you find out she's your half sister. What are you doing?
That'll make a difference.
Not y'all making them deactivate.
Who?
I was trying to get the proper picture and they deactivated.
To be fair, I saved it because I was going to ask the same question you're asking, to be fair.
Yeah, like,
Let me see if I still got it.
it's deleted, I think. I can't find it. But you can kind of see their faces there from what I said anyway. I think that's just wild, man.
Yeah, it don't even matter. They're gay.
Clarify. I don't know what you mean.
What you say?
Expound.
Yeah, expound on what you mean by it doesn't matter because they're gay.
Because with incest and stuff, there's problems with when you have kids and that, innit? They can't have no kids, so it don't even matter.
But
you
having
mean
sex
in regards to
though.
having kids, you mean?
So did. Anyway, like, what's it matter?
Where's this picture?
No.
I was thinking the same thing.
I don't care.
Until I heard the brothers part.
I find it interesting that they look really alike. That's my
I don't-
that's
yeah,
my takeaway. That they
That's
look
my
alike.
takeaway too.
That's it. I
How
don't
did you
care.
not suspect?
Yeah, I don't care each way. Like,
Brent, have you got it?
Yeah, but the thing that you've sent is a bit janky.
What's janky?
Never mind.
As in it's more text than picture, right? Yeah, but you can still see the picture.
No,
there.
that picture's clear as day.
That
bro.
picture's clear enough.
Yeah, but
It shows that they look alike at least.
See? That is like an old brother, big brother,
they
little
look
bro.
alike. Come on, man. Same round
No,
face,
They look alike, but
same
I can
facial
understand.
hair,
But they didn't
same
suspect
eyes,
anything.
face. They look
Yeah.
very much alike.
So they just think all mixed race people just look alike.
No, but I feel like you can go to America and see quite a few people who look at this.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm interested to know what made them even go down this rabbit hole to find out
Yeah.
that they had the same father.
I thought that was father and son. They look like father and son. But yeah.
So what would you guys do there?
Yeah, can't continue with that.
You did get divorced.
You have to. Because you want to have children, you want to do certain things, isn't it?
well, with your, I don't know, your husband.
No, obviously I'm not, I can't put myself in that thing.
He's talking about, he's
No,
talking
with a
about
wife. I
wife.
said a
Yeah.
woman.
Okay.
So like, yeah, man. So yeah, I have to be like, yeah, man, call it a day, innit? That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if it doesn't repulse, then why not just continue, no?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I'm going to lose out on love of my life because
The thing is-
my alleged brother.
It won't be as easy as just leaving
I think
because
there's many frogs to get here.
Allegedly.
as far as you're concerned, this is your girlfriend or your boyfriend. So you finding out from one day to the other that this is actually your half brother or sister, it's not going to change your feelings in an instant.
Yeah.
So if you do want to leave, it's going to be a process. It's not okay. I'm out. Come on.
Like, I'm out the door.
Yeah.
It will have to creep me out. If it don't creep me out, we just won't tell anyone.
But then, okay, but then obviously, are you going to say to yourself, we're not going to
Also,
have kids? and stuff?
why did they announce this?
Yeah.
But yeah.
No announcement. They even put
Like,
announcement. Like,
People love to announce things. I don't
who
know.
are they?
Maybe,
Are they like social media influencers?
I don't know.
Because either just
Because we didn't need to know this.
Joe Schmo. Why are you coming to tell everyone this?
But then when I was trying to find his at,
Yeah.
I was seeing like his at OnlyFans and so maybe he's known
Okay.
out there.
Who's got OnlyFans?
He might have an OnlyFans. Maybe
What, these done?
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, fucking for the internet. It's crazy, man.
OnlyFans don't mean you're fucking though.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. You can track people. Like we spoke about yesterday. Go in there, get people sign up, put a little tits in the profile
That's
picture.
what Iggy Azalea
And then
is
do your
just
thingy.
throwing up what I heard anyway, throwing up pictures of herself in lingerie or bikinis.
Oh, I even meant you just track them with your mixtape.
That's it.
Probably.
Yeah. Who is it? It's a tiger though. I heard Tiger
Yeah,
is
apparently-
really doing
I
what
don't
he
know,
needs to be
Tiger's
doing.
slamming.
Apparently
Yeah.
slamming on there.
And I reckon Safari as well.
He's on there as well.
Yeah, but you know, I realized I didn't realize I followed Safari, and I was thinking, why does this man and his dick information always come up on my timeline? Then I clocked. I said, yeah.
Being
Yeah,
a
I think-
celebrity or a rapper or whatever actor and having sex on OnlyFans is crazy to me.
But I wonder if it shows it's like it's wild.
Like, what part of the game is this?
It's crazy, man. But yeah, I just thought it was very interesting to ask advice about it. And that is all from me. Let's get into People's Journal.
All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal. I give you the news from an economics point of view. I don't have much today to talk about, but the first thing I will say is that I guess everyone needs to kind of be prepared for April, because that's when bill increases to energy, electricity, gas, and all that will be going up again. According to Citizens' Advice, right, they say that firms have to give customers reasonable notice of price increases or changes that will leave them worse off, right? So I guess people will be getting their letters and things of that nature. But we're letting you know from now, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this back in October, November, when the Ofgem report came out, and also when Kwesi Kwarteng and Liz Truss updated the situation, said they were going to introduce a cap, and also when Jeremy and Hunt also introduced a cap as well. But still, typical household energy bills are set to rise to £3,000 per year from April, which is crazy, right? Also, what is it? Grant Shapps, who's the energy secretary, said obviously he's sympathetic and all that type of stuff to the idea that government should stop the rise in annual energy bills. But again, all of that type of stuff is going to be coming out of taxpayers' money. You know what I'm saying? And there's a limit to what they can do because, as you know already, they borrowed a lot of money. And at the moment, typical bills are limited to about 2,500, which was the cap. There is a cap, but you can, if obviously you use your energy like crazy, it can go over that. You know what I'm saying? There's also that £400 winter discount, which is going to end in April. You know, the whole £67 a month thing that we spoke about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to all end as well. So
Damn
all
it,
of those
man.
things, all of those things factored in, this is why it's going to go up to, for the average household anyway, £3,000 per year. This next story is nothing much to it really, but it's something that we spoke about last time, which is how certain supermarkets are limiting what they're selling, and Lidl has now joined into that list as well. So they're limiting the sales of tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers. Yeah, man, it's crazy. And basically they're limiting it to only three per customer. So a Lidl person came out, they were speaking to the BBC and basically said that adverse weather conditions in Spain and Morocco is pretty much the reasons why it's affecting how much they can get in. And so obviously for the I guess how do I put it? For being fair sake, I guess, they're limited to three people. Also, there's this situation, I need to read more into it, and it's surrounding Morrison's. And basically what they're saying is that there's a private equity that potentially is changing how Morrison's basically is, isn't it? So again, I need to look into it a bit more so that I can give more to it. But apparently they're deep in a lot of debt. And there seems to be this US private equity firm, Clayton, W and Rice CD&R, and they're looking to take it over for about £7 billion. And so, yeah, man, apparently with them taking it over, they may change a lot of things in it and remove the soul, as they put it, out of Morrison's. And the last thing that I want to talk about is, and very briefly, is that the UK government, potentially, what people are saying, according to a report, is that Rishi Sunak's government is hiding £28 billion of stealth cuts. See how they can frame it in a particular way? In Nigeria, they'll just say this person's stealing or whatever. Again, there's more to the story, but what it is they're hiding, apparently anyway, £28 billion of stealth cuts to public services over the next 5 years, right? Jeremy Hunt was meant to come out and obviously speak on next month's tax and spending and all that type of stuff, and speak to the House of Commons and lay out the plan going forward and this, that, and the third. But it's just looking like it's going to be crazy, man. They're just trying to cut in every area, pretty much. And this is just one of those that's due to happen, man. It's going to be in public services. So again, there's not much to the story because it is just based on this report and it hasn't come out fully. But But yeah, that's what it's looking like. And that's it for the People's Journal, man.
Thank you. Let's get into rotation. Brent?
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, welcome back to the rotations. All right, first and foremost, well, not first and foremost to be fair, but Dreamville Festival has been announced for anyone who wants to fly out to Raleigh, North Carolina.
I'm so upset about that.
That is,
I've always wanted to go,
yeah.
but they never give enough notice.
You know, it is living in the UK. I'm annoyed that a lot of the big festivals that I would like to, go to are in America. I was definitely born in the wrong country. The lineup's kind of sick though. So day one, you got Usher, who's headlining. Then you got Lil Durk, Ari Lennox, City Girls, Sean Paul, Earth Gang. These next names, I'm not sure who they are, but I'll read them anyway. Jesse Reyes, Key Glock, obviously Sir, Lute, Omen, Marcus Clay, Victony, sorry.
Okay, man.
Yeah, Victony. And then Sunday is the big one. You got joint headliners, J. Cole and Drake.
Oh.
Crazy scenes. Then we got Summer Walker, JID, Glorilla, Bass, Waka Flocka, Mario, Iris Star, Baby Tate, Cos, Jordan Ward, Ruben Vincent, and our political correspondent, Burna Boy. But that's happening over there. For my old heads, you know what I mean? For my OG rap heads, Nas and Wu-Tang Clan have announced a, I guess, world tour. And I have already secured my tickets this morning.
Yes. Love
Yes. NY State of Mind tour. They're going to be here in Australia, Europe, and they're going to have another second leg in the States as well. And you know what, Esther? The show is one day before my birthday.
Look at God.
God did.
God did.
God
He
did.
definitely did.
God did.
Oh, that's amazing.
What a present
That's a good present.
for your boy. Yes. So I'll be going to the O2, one day before my birthday. Start off the birthday celebration.
Exactly.
The
So
right way.
the right way, the best way.
The Nas way.
Oh, okay. Time out.
So yeah, Wu-Tang and Nas. E-man, if you want to go, listen, the dates are there. I might even hit one of the European dates, Stockholm, Copenhagen, Berlin, Amsterdam, Paris. I might.
What for Nas?
For Nas and Wu-Tang, yes.
Wu-Tang.
Go on,
Ain't
go
gonna be
on, go on,
nothing
slide
but
up.
the-
Go on, slide up.
Nothing but the fellas.
and that serves me perfectly fine, my friend.
You're actually so silly. You know?
It was so funny. I was talking to my boy Dabby yesterday because we go together in it. We were saying how if it was Nas by himself, then I feel like more girls would be interested.
Yeah, the girls.
But Wu-Tang definitely scared the girls.
They ain't bringing the girls out. They ain't bringing not one girl out.
Wu-Tang ain't bringing the girls out because I remember I went to Nas in the O2 10 years ago, right? And you know when you go to certain concerts, right? Girls dress a certain way. If you go Trey Songz or Drake, girls are coming out. When I went to Nas
bring the
concert in
sex
O2
back.
10 years ago, I was like, is this a Trey Songz concert? Girls were coming out,
Serious.
Because
dressed
Nas,
up,
listen,
heels. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But Wu-Tang ain't bringing that out.
yeah,
You know what
Nas
I
is
mean?
different because he is beautiful man.
You know, girls love Nas. Girls love Nas.
Very beautiful man.
But if you add Raekwon and them
Yeah.
in the mix, you know what I mean?
They'll catch you guys at the after party.
Razor and Jizz and them, man.
Obama
What about
time.
Method Man?
To be fair,
Method, oh honey.
girls love
That's
Method
true.
Man.
That's true.
Yeah,
No,
Ladies,
he's, no,
gonna be
he
there, though.
is.
Huh?
He
He's
is.
gonna be there,
He is the
though.
He
truth.
should be there. He's a part of Wu-Tang.
Because a lot of the
Hey,
time,
did
some
you
of these
see-
guys
did you
don't
see
turn
what
up.
on the screen?
Yeah. You're a dickhead. If you do that again, yeah.
What's that?
Nah, he knows what he did.
Do you know what he did?
I know exactly what he did. I saw it.
You put Gareth Southgate on there.
Bren, we're gonna have to have a talk.
Ladies,
Ridiculous.
your MC and Method Man will be in attendance too. So
He's so beautiful. Like he's such a beautiful man. Gosh, God took his time.
there you go. There you go.
Rebecca said in the chat, I watched Nas perform at Essence Fest and he forgets his lyrics at some point.
What a bum.
What a bum.
Nah, Nas is the greatest.
What
of
a
all time,
bum.
man. But it's true though, isn't it?
Huh?
It's true though.
Wait, forget his lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw footage of him the other day. Forget his lyrics. I was like, nigga, fix up, man. Fuck you do? Because he sold out MSG in it the other day. Yeah, he sold out MSG the other day. Still was good. But yeah, if you're into that, then go and grab your tickets. I don't think we'll sell out fast, so I think you can take your time. I don't think there's a real rush.
You're ridiculous.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Don't feel like you got.
That's why actually, because I thought it might be a tussle. Innit? That's why I messaged
don't-
like,
don't-
like, cause I think if you need O2, I got O2 priority.
No, I got the priority. Last time my boy said, now let's put out a link. Should we get tickets now? Like on the Cranberry thing. I was like,
Take a time.
I was even thinking, should I just wait until June? I might want to go for free. I might want to go for free, you know, on a little hookup thing. Oh, yours, I got tickets on ours on the guest list thing. When I go,
Do you
I
know
thought,
how
you know
funny
what?
that
Just
is?
to be safe,
Yeah.
let me cop. But if I waited,
You'd be fine.
I probably can get it for free.
You'd have still been
I
in there.
guarantee I'm going to get offers to go for free because people I know have tickets or links or whatever. But you know what I mean? I'm gonna put money in my goat's pocket. How about that?
Yes, exactly.
How
know
about
what I'm
that's
saying?
a good
Yeah,
vibe.
man.
You know,
That's so funny,
maybe you go
man.
online and it's like a whiz called the Asher K. You see, it's collaborating. I've seen only one tweet about it.
Oh, it's yours.
I was like,
you imagine?
ain't no one checking for this.
Nah, man.
I'm
Can you imagine? No, I think to go online and see one tweet is rude.
I see two. I see two tweets.
That's so funny, man.
Oh, mate, that's hilarious. All right. So Esther pointed me in the direction of Chloe Bailey's latest
Yes.
single, "How Does It Feel," featuring Chris Brown,
Breezy.
and it slaps, you know.
Thank you.
I like it still. It samples, for those who know, it samples Throwback from Usher's Confessions album, which features Jadakiss. That obviously is not where the sample originates from,
Yeah.
but that's what I know it from, innit?
Yeah. You picked that up quick.
Yeah,
Guys, I played that in 10 seconds. You said, oh, I know that. I said, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, you picked it up quick. Sick.
yeah.
I love that.
I think it slaps, man.
Thank
I like
you.
it. Yeah,
I'm
I like
glad
it.
you like it.
I like the song. Very melodic. Obviously, the sample is what drew me in.
Yeah.
When you recognize something, it helps you resonate with the song. But I think it's a good collaboration between both of them. They both brought their A game. That's the first Chloe Bailey song I think I've actually heard.
Yeah. I think Usher's listening for the. I think you didn't like that one.
I think you recommended something else to me that I didn't really
For the
take
night.
to.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't like that one.
Yeah. But this one,
You like it.
2 thumbs
I
up.
love that.
I'm also listening to Young Teflon and Tiny Boost. They got a new song called Sharks 2. Slaps. They got a joint mixtape coming soon. So I'm guessing this is the first offering off of that, the first look off of that. I'm looking forward to it because I think I've never heard either of them rap on a shit beat. I think they both pick beats very well, or they just pick beats to my taste anyway. I think they complement each other very well. Tef is laid back, chilled, but still potent. Then Boost is aggressive and fiery, and I just like them two together. Nice little unofficial duo there. So check that out, Sharks 2. And then Lil Wayne. I think Carter 6. Anyone still care about Lil Wayne? I think Carter 6 is on his way apparently. No, do we still care about Mark? He's still is Wayne on your antenna still.
No, he
No?
dropped a verse on Breezy's album that I was saying no, that was cold. This guy still got it.
Yeah, but not really. All right, he got a new single called "Can't Nobody," featuring DMX, but it's mainly just DMX ad-libs. Produced by Swiss Beats.
Didn't you die?
Didn't who die? DMX.
Yeah.
he passed away.
Oh.
Yeah, it's DMX vocals.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
it's not,
okay.
yeah, it's just like Swiss Beats has put some vocals on it.
Okay.
I think it's hard. Bars, hard beat, no auto-tune, which I like because you can hear. I like when I hear Wayne spitting with clarity. Clarity and diction. That's what I like about Wayne. I don't like auto-tune Wayne. So no auto-tune, punchlines, bars, the beat's hard. So yeah, I like it, man. I like it. This is their second time working together. I know they had the single off of Carter 5. But yeah, for those who are Wayne fans, check that out. Can't Nobody, I think it slaps. And Carter 6 is on the way, man. Carter 6 is on the way. So yeah, those are the 3 songs I've been listening to this week. And then obviously the concert. And that's about it, man. I feel like this year so far for me has been kind of slow in terms of
It
like
has been
releases.
very, very slow.
There's been no, I guess, big albums that have been released. No really big singles. I think we're still in the first quarter, so things are gonna speed up a bit. But for now, it's a bit slow.
I feel like everyone's more concerned about doing concerts and stuff, don't you think?
Yeah, shows, festivals.
Yeah.
Money, innit? There's
Yeah.
no money in selling records no more, innit?
Yeah. I think the industry is rearing towards that. We haven't done what I asked because that's my fault to be fair. I've been absent, but if we can on Friday, can we do the albums? If you can only pick 10 albums to listen to the rest of your life. So everyone picked 10 albums,
Yeah.
right? That, you know, if I said, yo, you're going to go to a remote island somewhere, you can only take 10 albums with you.
Ooh, that's a
Which
good
albums
question.
would it be,
And
right?
that's
So
any genre.
any genre, the only rule is you can't pick 2 albums from one artist.
Really?
Yeah?
That's good.
So we'll do that on Friday. Yeah?
Okay, that's sick.
I won't be in, but I'm going to send.
You won't be in?
I'm
Alright.
going to send my.
Send yours to me and I'll read yours out.
I'm reading yours first because you're not here.
Alright.
Yeah. All right. And that's it from the rotations.
Thank you very much. Let's get into our next headlines.
All right. So our next headline, also to do with education, and this is unfortunate. I definitely want to hear what you guys think briefly. Yeah. And basically, according to a new research published by the University of Bristol, disadvantaged children are suffering geographic exclusion from England's best state schools because they cannot afford to live near those with the best exam results. The research found that very few state secondary schools give priority to pupils who qualify for free school meals, despite the government's admission rules being redesigned more than 8 years ago, allowing them to do so. Ellen Greaves, who's one of the authors of this report, said, as schools achieving the strongest outcomes for pupils are more likely to be oversubscribed, they have the power to devise entry systems to choose who attends. Picking pupils according to where they live can mean students from the poorest families are assigned to the least effective schools. Top performing schools get to indirectly select schools from affluent households in the vicinity, effectively freezing out those less fortunate and hindering social mobility. More than 800,000 families across England will on Wednesday today discover if their child has received a school place at their first preference school, as local authorities inform them of the results of this year's applications for Year 7 entry. For those denied a place at their first choice, the most common reason will be proximity, meaning that children who live closer to the school have also applied. The team from Bristol found that children from disadvantaged families struggled more to gain a place at popular schools with high exam results and good inspection grades. The research also found that only 42 of more than 3,000 comprehensive schools and academies in England had changed their admission codes to ensure that children receiving free school meals were offered places ahead of those who lived near a school. Instead, more than 80% of secondary schools use catchment areas or proximity to school gates as the main way of deciding who gets a place when the school is oversubscribed. Is there a realistic way of combating this? Because a lot of the time you're gonna, I mean, obviously you can always change things, innit? But do you feel like it's the worst thing in the world if you're kind of choosing, giving priority to children attending your particular school because of how close they live to your school? You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I think that's how it's always been though. And it makes sense because this is the borough. Kids can't be travelling to Timbuktu because they want to go to school.
Yeah.
I think that system makes sense. And then obviously, but I think there should be some, I think the majority of places should always go to the kids in the area.
Yeah.
And then if there's a few left, then we can give it out to anyone else who's not from the area.
When they do the schooling thing, what's the reasons behind it? Is it because of commuting and that, or is it other stuff?
I always thought it's because of commuting. Because you don't want people to have to, children to have to travel from bare far.
Because having to
Yeah.
commute like far distance affects your education and stuff like that.
But what this person is saying in the report, saying that picking pupils according to where they live can mean that students from poorer families, right, are assigned to the least effective schools.
Yeah.
So the bad schools is where they're going to end up, you know what I'm saying? Because the top performing schools, they can get to indirectly select pupils from the more affluent households, you know what I'm saying, in the vicinity, which effectively freezes out those who are less fortunate and hinders and, you know, social mobility.
What's-
Just make sure there's
what's
top
far?
schools in every area then.
How about that?
Also, what's far in your estimation? Like, how long is too long to
I mean, anything more than 45
travel to
minutes
school?
is a lot.
Anything more than 45?
Yeah.
I think anything over an hour.
For secondary school. That's what I was first thinking, but I think 45 is quite long as well, though, for secondary school.
If you have to catch 2 buses,
Because you know what it
I had
is?
to catch 2 buses.
Yeah, I had to get I was a 2 bus babe.
Like, for those who know South, I lived in Wharf Road, Campbell. That's the area. But I travelled to West Dulwich to go to school when there was hella schools
Yeah, exactly.
very close to me, walking distance. Michael Ramsey, Woolworth, whatever, bare schools I could walk to. But later on in life, I spoke to my mum about it. I said, Mum, why did I go to Kings though? When it was so far, when I had all these other schools around me. She gave me an explanation about it, but I just was like, it dawned on me. I was waking up bare early, taking 2 buses to school every single day when I had hella schools which are as bad, really, like as good, as bad, whatever that I could have went
Like
to.
your doorstep.
Yeah, at my doorstep. It was so weird.
That's the same. Ben, how long did it take us to get to school, man?
An hour and a bit.
Yeah, it was mad far, man.
Stratford to Blackheath, innit?
Why didn't you guys go to school near your area?
I think Daryl got into that school first, right? And he had good grades and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And since he went there and screamed wavy, we all went there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I went there because these lot went there. Because obviously I came from Ghana, innit?
Okay.
And I guess when I came back, my mum didn't want me to be chilling with the likes of Margs and that. So she was like,
Area
I
boys.
need you out of the estate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, I was trapping some bare far, man.
I can't remember how long it took me to get to school.
The ones I find weird are the people who live in South.
So when I went, I don't remember how long it took me.
Yeah, I went. But I can't remember how long it took.
When I meet someone who said, they live in East, but they went to school in South, or vice versa.
Yeah.
That's stupidness to me.
Yeah, why are you traveling from?
But
Good
then again,
schools, innit?
I went to school in North.
It's good schools.
But, it's
no,
not-
but-
but it don't count because it's not
But
proper
Yeah,
North.
sometimes
The
North
way-
and East are close, isn't it?
Yeah, the
Depending
way
on
the way North set up and when it bends round, like, do you get what I'm trying to say? It's not really proper. It's not proper
it's
North.
true,
Yeah.
it's true.
You get me?
Yeah, there's certain parts like Greenwich is super close to East. So someone could go to school in Greenwich and live in East.
East, yeah,
It's
that's
super
true.
close. Like Bow, that's so close to East London. I mean, sorry, to South.
108 bus.
Yeah.
I was going to go Hybrid Grove, man.
I wanted to go there. One would let
Oh,
me.
no, that's cool.
Yeah, terrorist there, isn't it?
You would have been with loons, isn't it? Cool.
See, when you were younger, did you know of any schools outside of your area? Like, I didn't know any school in East London or North or nothing. Like, I didn't know the names. I didn't know nothing.
No, we know North London because it's kind of because it's close.
Yeah.
And obviously like the East, but then again, not even like proper East schools. I don't know like East schools. I know Hackney schools.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
truly. I know Hackney schools.
Yeah.
And I know like ones around North London where
Yeah.
we would go. People that would go like Homerton House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like
Okay.
well, Glazemoor and
Downs,
that, Tottenham and all them
Glazemoor.
kind of things.
Yeah.
Like, there's people from Hackney that branched out would make me aware of certain schools, but
Okay.
parts of East, like I couldn't tell you schools in like Newham and that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know any schools or anything like that. And South London, impossible. I don't know like a single school. I hear man talking about these schools like they're legendary schools. Like
know-
everybody knows. I'm like, really, no one knows this school,
You know,
bro.
that's I find fascinating because there's schools that would ring bells in South London, but you guys don't even know what the fuck I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
man,
It's
like,
insane to me, bro.
like-
Like, we all live in London, but we all live in our own little pockets,
Yeah.
our own little universes, and have no idea what's happening over there.
Yeah, because I'm saying, bro, if the school was that brazy, I think we would have known, right? Man's like, no, it was brother. No, we don't know, man. It's not hitting, man. When you're
You've heard
saying
of
it.
Blackheath because of Stephen Lawrence.
Who?
Stephen Lawrence
What about him?
went to Blackheath.
I ain't never heard of Black. I don't know what that is.
You know
know
Stephen
what-
Lawrence?
Yeah,
Where
but
fucking Stephen Lawrence went to school?
yeah, people don't know where he's in school.
Yo, so I'm gonna write these two names went to my school.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Must have been fun.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That must have that kind of school.
It was a very, very serious school. There's even another name that I'll.
Sorry, I apologize. I've done this twice. No. Rio Ferdinand and Anton Ferdinand went there.
Yeah, but they went to school in South.
They're
bro.
not your heroes, but Rio's your hero.
Yeah, but I don't know where you went to school.
You don't care about where he went to school. Come on. You only care about where he played football.
Yeah.
I had it.
I remember he came up in East, West Ham.
Oh yeah, that's true. Isn't it?
You feel me, Killy? It's East Side business.
I'm gonna put one. Hold on, you lot carry on talking. I'm gonna put one other thing there that you lot do that.
But wait, but
Wait.
Brett, was you wasn't in school when Rio was there, though, innit?
No,
Yeah, this is yeah,
Anton. He was in your year, innit?
yeah.
In your class, no?
Was he in my class?
He was in Stephen's class.
Yeah, he was in Stephen's class. He went to my class.
All right, you guys were in the same
Like
class.
we had same classes together though,
Ah,
but
okay.
not thingy.
Which one? Daniel Ricky.
The second name.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, your school's unruly, man.
Bad breed school, man.
Ah man, but yes. Next headline is about, and it's a trigger warning here. I don't really want to talk about too tough, to be fair, because you guys kind of touched on it yesterday, and this was about Constance, Marten, trigger warning here, and Mark Gordon. You know, the two that were they've been arrested over on suspicion of gross negligence, manslaughter, because the police are still searching for their missing baby. you know, the white woman who went for, who had some time in Nigeria, also comes from an affluent family and stuff. And her partner, who was a convicted rapist and registered sex offender. Anyway, I don't really want to go into it because, again, there's not much to the story. Only that they've now been charged with suspicion of manslaughter. And the other thing is, and which is a trigger warning here as well, the BBC, you know, they do their snooping and stuff. They've pretty much found out that hundreds of sex offenders across the UK slipped off the radar of the police in a 3-year period.
Of course they did.
This is crazy, though.
Ain't nothing new.
Just disappeared. Hundreds.
Of course
though.
they did, because they housed them. As in
But
they're part of
hundreds.
they're part of the police. Of course they will slip. As in that ain't nothing new.
But yeah, man. Freedom of information requests by BBC News to 45 police forces revealed that 729 sex offenders had gone missing or were wanted for arrest from 2019 to 2021. Abuse survivors have called on the government to introduce a new law to ban sex offenders from changing their names. The Home Office says that it has some of the toughest powers in the world to deal with sex offenders. But calling the situation a scandal, the MP, by the name of Sarah Champion, said that the key reason so many offenders went missing was because they had changed their names. Obviously, no one knows who they are. Perpetrators should not be able to change their names and escape the authorities and their past, according to campaigners. MPs were due to discuss the issue tomorrow on Thursday. The BBC Shared Data Unit also found that almost 1,500 registered sex offenders notified police forces of lawful name changes. 21 police forces provided those figures. The campaign group, the Safeguarding Alliance, has raised the scale of this issue since 2019. Critics say that the law is too easy to bypass because it places the onus on the offenders to report changes in their circumstances, which is crazy. Which sex offender is going to change their name and tell the
people, yeah.
you know what I'm saying, the authorities, I've changed my name. But yeah, that's crazy. But anyway, that's the end of the headlines.
Thank you. Let's get into the reaction.
And reaction news, FA Cup. You watching any of the games?
Nah, I didn't, you know. I didn't even know FA Cup was on until I saw Man City were playing. I was like, oh, who Man City playing? And then I see it's an FA Cup game.
Who they play Burton or something like that?
Yeah.
Are you not playing today?
Also not in FA Cup. Oh no, sorry, we are playing today. We are in the league. Everton. This is our long-awaited game in hand.
Yeah, you win that anyway.
Long-awaited. We have to win
Said
that.
that
man.
last time though, innit? We lost.
Different circumstances.
Different stadium.
One, this is at home.
Okay.
Two, this is the game in hand. So there's a different emphasis behind it. That game was an anomaly, man. They had a new manager, first game, new manager. It was away. It was just a different energy around it. You know what I mean?
I hope you're right, man.
What's that?
I hope you're right, man.
No, I hope I'm right too.
Right.
No, I'm letting you don't know now. You don't thump them up.
No, I hope so. I'm not gonna count my
Because
chickens
we need this one, man.
before they hatch, but hopefully we can win today, go 5 points clear, and then just try to just march on, man. Because you know we're getting down to the last 10 games. May's on the horizon.
It's forwarding, man.
You know what I mean? May is 2 months away now.
Yeah, Jesus is back in training, isn't it?
What's that?
Jesus is back in training.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just back in training. I know he's desperate to get back involved, but I'll tell you, he wants to take his time with him. Europa League's coming back as well.
Party's back.
Partey's back. Smith Rowe's back. He played for the under-21s the other day. So yeah, squad's looking healthy.
Squad.
You know what I mean? I haven't got a chance to congratulate you, man, on the first chess piece of the quad.
Yeah, man.
Well done, man. Well done, man.
Quad's on, man.
The quad is on. You know,
Quad is on.
number 1, Carabao Cup. Check off.
1 down, 3 to go.
3 to go. So you admit that there's 3 to go, not 2 to go then.
Pardon?
So you're admitting that there's 3 to go.
There's still 3 to go.
As in the league is one of the 3, right?
Until we are mathematically out of the race. Yeah.
You're 2 now. But before it
so
was,
you're in the race.
we're not in the race.
No, we're not in the race. But until we mathematically can't win it,
Yeah.
it's on. I'm not saying we're going to do it. I'm just saying it's on.
No,
I
no,
don't understand what you don't
no.
get.
We ain't saying that you're saying you're going to do it. We're
Yeah.
saying you're in the mix, you're in the race.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're in a title race, but we're in a quad race.
Oh, stop being silly.
All right. Just in case anybody wants to know, I'll give you the results for the FA Cup yesterday. So Stoke have gone out to Brighton. Leicester, surprisingly, have gone out to Blackburn. Giant killing. Leeds have gone home 2-0 to Fulham. And Leicester was 2-1, by the way, and Brighton was 1-0, sorry. And Man City beat Bristol City 3-0. We've got West Ham in the FA Cup tonight. We're going to have to make sweeping changes because we've got Liverpool on the weekend. Hopefully it's enough to see it through. The boys should still be gassed off the result from Wade. And hopefully we'll have enough to get it done. But I'll let you know in the morning how that panned out. In other news, there's problems with the sale of Manchester United, man.
It's mad.
What?
Darn.
Oh, stop it, Brent. Oh, stop it. And it's just like, you know what it is, yeah? I started worrying about it when that investment company in America came out talking about they don't mind investing money and and there's one of them, even if they don't get the ownership, they're prepared to put up 2 billion for the stadium or something like that and get like some stupidness, some stuff, yeah, that if I'm a Glazer, I'm thinking, maybe I'll stay here, keep my bread. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I get investments, we get a new stadium, all the grabs of the fans. Well, obviously that's not all the grabs of the fans because the fans want the Glazers out anyway. But if we're going to invest with a new stadium, give us money that we're going to spend and rare. I mean, what? I don't know. So it's looking a bit shaky. They want 6 billion. The highest bid they've got is 4.5 billion. I think they've got 2 4.5 billion bids, and that's why there's a split in the family, innit? There's like 6 of them with the kids that control the ownership or whatever it may be. Some of them are saying, "This is big bread. Let's go." Some of them are saying, "Nah, let's stay." You know what I'm trying to say? Unless we get the 6 billion that we want, let's do it. I mean, I don't know because 1.5 billion is 1.5 billion in anywhere in the world. Don't get me wrong. When you got all like 300 of them and that, you get what I mean? When you got 300 of them, like, couldn't you just say, yeah, man, take the extra 1.5, man? What, you want to have 1.5? Take it. Can't you just do that?
Yeah.
I don't know. So we'll see. Because at this point, it's looking like the Glazers are in a position of power. And unless they get their 6 billion valuation, they don't have to sell.
Yeah.
Well, they never had to sell anyway, but they will still keep making money and get the investment they want. So I don't know, man. We might not be getting Qatari money, man. We'll have to keep you abreast of the situation. Apparently, they're saying it's going to be delayed to the end of the season now.
Oh, wow.
Apparently. I don't know if that's what's in the deck, but I saw that somewhere when I was doing some other stuff somewhere. It's saying that they're going to put it off to the end of the season now because of what's going on, which is... It's not good, man. It's not good, man. But what can you do, man? But anyway, we're playing tonight. Hopefully, we win up the fucking Reds. And that is the end of...
What, league game? FA Cup game?
FA Cup.
Against who?
West Ham.
Ooh. You confident? You
Yes.
guys have played already.
Huh?
Didn't you just play a cup final? Right?
We've got a game every 3 days.
You can fast.
We've had a game every 3 days for God knows how long, man.
You can fast, man.
Marathon thing, man. This is what it is, man.
I saw a little. Someone tweeted how I think the guys you guys are playing every other game and like Ten Hag isn't complaining. I think they were doing like a Arteta comparison. Like Arteta's complaining about having to play on a Wednesday and on a Saturday.
Yeah, thank God. He was doing the press conference. He's saying, "No, man, this is what it is, man. These man got to do with it, man. Marathon thing, man.
Yeah.
What makes us top players, man. We're gonna go again, man. We'll go. We got the whole squad there. We got to use it. You get me? And you know what it is, like you wouldn't need to rest one of the centre backs. If I was him, I'd rest both of them. Maguire and Lindelof. It's not. Obviously, they're not performing at the same level as Varane and Martinez, or on the same level. But it's not a crazy drop off. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, it's not. They should be able to get that done. You get me?
Yeah.
So we use the squad. Whitehorse would play. Maybe drop all of them. Not all of them. Maybe if I was them, I'll drop the centre backs. Casemiro and Rashford.
Okay.
Bruno's gonna play. Bruno always plays.
Yeah.
Bruno's a psycho. He'll play every game. You get me? But I'll drop Casemiro, the centre backs, and Rashford, and see how they get on from there. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We'll see, man. But yeah, man, that's the end of the reaction, man. Let's get into.
What is it?
You're just trying to command the room, and I hate the fact that I turned my stupid little head.
I'm not trying to command them. I'm looking.
You're not? Oh.
I mean,
because that was kind of on your your power. It was on brand for you to try and command the room. I mean, if there's none, let's
get into our outro.
Yeah, right. Let's do it. I think you might as well do it while you're there.
Do what? The outro. So please, man. What's going on there?
They might quit.
I suppose there's two. You guys, you done these two already, no?
They're done.
Oh.
They're gone.
Oh, they're gone. Aye.
It was a wonderful day, man. It was a great episode though.
What was a good episode?
We've got brother
Iconic.
we've got brother Emman
Brother
back.
Emman with us in our midst.
Quality stuff. That was a good story time as well.
Also, you didn't explain
Quality.
the picture though.
What picture?
The first picture.
Why was you on the bag like this?
What was
Yeah.
the thought
No,
process?
explain.
around that one?
Give
Well,
us
it
a
was
spiel.
just emotion, you know. It was just my hand in motion when the person was taking pictures. But then I thought, oh, you know, it's the only picture where I'm actually smiling. So I'm just leaving
Because
it.
that's what I thought. First and foremost, he likes the picture. Yeah, he likes how he
Yeah.
looks. He likes the side profile, the smile.
And that's what's most important.
So he liked it, so he posted it.
Yeah.
Right? My only
Are you
reservation.
laughing? No, that's what's most important.
That's what's most important, right?
That was not shade.
You thought that you looked nice.
Yeah. I mean, I knew.
Listen, I knew.
Period.
That's what I
You better
thought.
talk
I
your
knew.
shit,
no,
brother
no.
Emman.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
So you're not really buying into what Brent's saying, right?
Oh, no, Brent's a hater, though.
Yeah.
Brent's a hater.
Brennan,
You
you a
just said-
hater?
You just said in shots.
Wait. Let's clarify this. Right?
Also, how many slides did you have on your carousel?
Maybe
Why you
4
put
or
it
5.
on carousel?
Was it 5 or 6?
I don't feel 6.
Somebody goes to arthritis.
I'm going to count. I'm going to count them.
What was I hating about?
I don't know, man.
No, because
The spirit of
I
hatred
thought
getting you.
Five.
I said that you have a particular problem, right? That you fixate on detail,
Yeah.
right? It's a great thing to be slighted with.
Mhm.
But if I had taken that picture, you wouldn't have put it up. So how come you just threw it
No,
up?
I probably would have. Because I think, like I said, I think it's the only picture where I was smiling. Innit? So I thought, you know what, let me just leave it in there. And I thought it's obvious that my hand was in motion.
No, it is
It's
because it's
blurred,
it's
innit?
blurry, innit?
Yeah. So you know, 'cause I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about, innit? The hand looked a bit
Yeah.
curvature.
Curvature. Is it just the hand or is it the facial expression for you as well, Brent?
It was everything
I
about
think it was
it.
everything,
Like
man.
struggle.
Everything.
I think it was everything
Yeah.
about that. Everything about it gave Brenda the ick.
Yeah.
Everything about
I
it.
didn't mention any other picture other than that.
You know
one.
what it is? You know what it is? In conjunction with the rest of the slides, it does stands out. And I reckon if you removed it, it would give the slideshow a bit more,
Yeah.
you know,
Power. No,
power
more-
behind it, right?
Yeah, more.
Also, 5 pics of the same pose picture. Is it OTT for you? I can't really talk too much because I've done
I mean,
4.
I'm learning from you guys. You like the
Actually, I've done
professionals.
4 of the same picture.
I done 4.
Of the same pose.
I thought I looked nice in all 4 though.
Same pose.
Yeah, that's why I can't get onto him too tough because I've done 4. Obviously, he done one more than me, and if you remove that
They just thought.
one,
You had the same.
it would have been 4. But you have to go. You have to push it too far, man. You know what I mean?
I'm taking notes from you guys. You know what I'm saying? My followers are still sub 500.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. When Brent was obviously getting onto you, I was just like, you can't delete it because the engagement on that was really good.
Thank you, man.
So I was like, yeah, keep it up, man. I think you did what you needed to do, and
Yeah, man.
that's what matters.
People follow my page, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like the video and follow because I'm going to be putting up more pictures.
Oh yeah, that's the one you put this morning. That was a really good picture.
Hold on. I was gonna
Yeah, you should
That's a
all
very good
follow. You
picture.
should have as many followers as we got subscribers.
follow everyone. Follow all of us on socials.
Yeah.
Quickly though, you put up another picture
Marks can't relate.
an hour ago.
You elitist.
You posted the picture while you were here. When I actually saw it, it was 12 minutes.
Yeah, I think this is a banging picture, by the way.
What makes me laugh about this?
Maybe Brent is a hater. He didn't put this one up
No, the pic is fine.
No, it's
He
'cause
just
I did
put
it.
it up.
I did it.
You
for
put up.
That
the
white
show.
guy.
an hour ago.
Most of the white guy.
Brent, please, respect the minister, please.
Was there any white
I'm
people
more
there?
moving in.
Was there any white people there?
Yeah.
You know, I was looking for them.
Wow.
Yeah, and I didn't see. I think Father Flager was there.
Okay.
Basically, he's a long time like friend of the minister. He's always at Saviour's Day. He speaks up for the minister as well when people are trying to accuse the minister of being anti-Semitic and things of that nature. And he's a Christian. He's
There's
the
a lot of
actual
biracial people there,
father.
isn't it?
Yes, there are.
I noticed that.
Yeah,
Got to try to look bright.
yeah, there's a lot. Yeah,
Also, why did you hashtag fitness?
I don't know. Yeah.
Plant-based. Melanin pop.
I hate you guys. You know.
You know, I must be on your side.
Brent, wait. I mean, not Brent. Yusuf, why expose my hashtags?
You exposed it. You posted it. It's there. Everyone can see it.
Melanin popping like, Carl, fitness is brazy. Fitness. Hashtag fitness is brazy. What?
You know, man. Oh man, you know, I haters.
Wait.
I'm trying to make it to the fitness industry.
This post has to do with fitness. You know what?
Engagement, man. Reach. Yeah, man, I get it, man.
Oh man.
Should I read out all the hashtags?
Yes.
All right,
What?
cool. You posted it though. All right, cool.
Don't read them,
All right,
man.
cool.
Wait, ready?
I hate
okay,
you
okay,
lot,
don't
man.
read it.
It's funny, man.
I guess read some of the funny ones. isn't it?
Black man,
That's right.
black woman,
Black woman.
black child,
Black child. Black family.
With a black child, black family, black beauty, black brilliance, black excellence,
Yes.
black economics, black empowerment,
Period.
all black everything.
All right.
That's right.
Melanin jam packed.
Period.
Melanin popping.
All right.
Plant based.
You have to do all of this.
Plant-based diet, vegan, healthy lifestyle, fitness. Farrakhan, Saviour's Day, Saviour's Day 2023 specifically. Nation of Islam, Fruit of Islam,
Plant-based
NOI,
Plant-based
FOI,
Negro is
MGT, the day after, TDA, the new black.
You know, I'm not serious.
Aye, my cheeks hurt, you know.
No, it is.
Actually
You know
can't.
what that kills
Brent,
me?
you are a hater.
Fitness
You know?
works. No. I'm trying to get them to stop.
I was going to say fitness
Dial
works.
it down. Dial it down.
No,
the
fitness
abs are
Yeah,
abby.
fitness works.
Them
Yeah.
pop-
Look at them. They look like them
They're
little
gonna,
French
they
rolls.
might have to, we might
I'm
we
him
can
now.
call you Abigail.
I'm here. This is Abigail.
It's fitness. What's Abigail do?
Look at those buns.
Abs.
Oh, Abigail.
What's wrong with you? No, I was going to say, after I was done laughing, that the fitness defo is in line because you do take care of, you go to the gym all the time.
I'm trying.
You have the gym stores and
Trying to be like
everything.
Yusuf, man.
No, but no, fitness is easy to shape. But I'm saying fitness is not related to this post.
Don't
You
matter.
know, I just copy and
Fitness
paste
is
it.
big.
Oh, you split this on every.
I just copy and paste it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a good thing. It does save you time, bro.
Well, you put these same hashtags on every picture.
Yeah. Except for the
The Saviour's Day stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you went
I
in there.
think
You
that
had-
I think you should leave that.
I think I should leave that on there. I'll be honest. Yeah. If it's engagement and reach that, listen, I believe in hashtags.
There you go, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Don't look at me like that.
You know, I hate it, man.
No, I'm not even hating. I just
Well,
find
Brent is the supreme
I want to see Brent's
hater.
face. Can I see Brent? Let me see your face exactly.
I don't know why I'm being called a hitter.
and also you know what it is.
You're a supreme hater. though.
I need to say supreme, you know.
And the thing is, you know, I
Man,
knew
there's haters in
no,
there.
no, I knew you took the time with this, right? Every you've caps locked, you uppercased every
Every hashtag.
no. So
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
maybe you do the hashtag, you just write everything lowercase on the
Yeah.
thing. No, he made sure that all the uppercase letters are in their correct places.
Detail.
Yeah, in the first,
Oh,
Yeah,
detail.
detail, yeah.
the new word.
See, that's why Brent was.
That's the way the hashtag
That's
went.
why Brent was shocked by the
No,
third,
No,
the third picture.
no. I
Brent,
like that.
you like
I like
detail.
that. Because for me, if I see a hashtag with only
Lowercase.
lowercase, it gives me the ick. I hate it.
Because it's take too long to break up to even read what.
to understand
I hate it. You have to put the
Yeah,
uppercase
'cause I can't read.
so I
need
know
someone
what
who
the
do
word is.
sentences. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I read that. But question though,
Oh, man.
the drafts. what the drafts saying?
Do you know what, Yusuf?
Don't act like you the drafts are packed. I know the drafts are packed.
No, do you know what it is, Yusuf? You would have been right.
Yeah.
But this was my my gripe with Androids, man.
Yeah.
My drafts get deleted.
What do you mean?
I was happy to
All
see
the
you
time.
put that
No,
on
but
your
the
story.
drafts are still in your phone though. The pictures are still in your phone.
Yeah, but you know how you got
Save it.
your drafts and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they just keep it like disappearing.
Oh, so you save it, you go back in and they're gone.
Just gone.
And the way you've edited in and it's all gone.
Just gone.
Damn it, man.
annoying.
I saw you post the other day over
Yeah,
yesterday
but the
about
iPhone thing. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I watched all your stories because I wanted to see what you were getting up to, and I really wanted
Yeah.
to see you in the suit, but you didn't give me that pleasure. The only thing that gave me a bit of annoyance was your stories is the Android, bruv. I hate the way Android looks, bruv. It's just
like
great.
CCTV
It's
footage.
grainy. It doesn't enhance my view experience.
It gives black and white
Yeah.
vibe.
Please, iPhone, I beg.
I think I may have to do that, you know.
You
I
did,
bet
fair,
I
you
would
did
do
put it on your story. You did admit it.
Yeah, I had enough.
Yeah, I think it's about time you came to the lit side.
But the phone was just basic though.
What iPhones?
iPhones,
No,
you
it does a
can't do
lot. You just have to. If you go in the tips app, it tells you how the great things you can do with your phone.
Yeah, maybe, man. Anyway.
This is lovely. Emman, this has been your day, right?
It has.
Emman Day.
Saviour's Day.
There you go. All praise.
I don't subscribe to that.
Big up the Nation of Islam. Love you guys, man. 100%.
Brenda said, "You need to get out of my studio. Get out." All right,
Peace,
is that
people. I think so, yeah.
it? All right, goodbye.
Assalamu alaikum.
What?